Like we always do with this time. What up, man? Ross and Risky tapping in on the weekend tap in, man. Gotta come holler at y'all as we wrap up round one NBA playoffs. What's good, Ross?
What's going on, man?
Everything is everything. You dig? Let's just go right there. Let's talk about your Orlando Magic. You've been on a roller coaster with these Magic. You went from, and everybody, by the way, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Man, I always be forgetting to say that now. Golly, man, hit the thumbs up button. You got the new joint where you can hype a video and all that, man. Holla at us, man. And we appreciate the support from everybody that's been rocking with us with the shorts that we put out, man. We're going to start trying to do some more long-form content, IG and all that stuff, man. We got real jobs, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we trying to navigate, you know what I'm saying, the space. So bear with us. But we appreciate y'all. Back to Ross, though. Let me make sure we get back to Ross, because my team is still hooping right now in the playoffs. Ross, y'all, ladies and gentlemen.
Which team?
Huh?
Which team you referring to? You got a couple. Which team?
Well, I got my Toronto hat on.
Exactly. He got a Toronto hat on with a Kobe chain, and he's from Houston. So which team you talking about?
Hey, the Lakers are still playing basketball right now. Shout out to Bronny. I saw a stat that Bronny James has more playoff points by age 22 than Jordan had. But anyway, let's keep going. I just saw a stat. Shout out to that.
Okay, come on, man. Come on. I'm trying to smile through the pain, man.
But getting to you, let me make sure you see, man. I'm repping. I got a pull for the Raptors tonight, dog. Okay, so Ross, you went from Orlando was going to lose in the play-in. You thought that, of all people, LaMelo Ball and the Hornets were a bad matchup. You said, nah, we own that. That's the team that we don't want to play. They blew them out.
Killed them.
Then we get to the Detroit matchup, and you start off and you like, hey, man, I was wrong that day. They did get through the play-in. They win game one, and you say, oh, yeah, we finna beat Orlando. I mean, we finna beat Detroit. You was like super – like I was like, man, that's surprising game one. And you took off, Ross, and said, oh, this series, yeah, we winning this. You sounded kind of like T-Mac in 2003. You sounded like T-Mac back in the day when he played for Orlando. And they got up 3-1. And he said, now, quote, if I recall correctly, let me paraphrase, not quote, it feels good to get to the second round. And we know what happened then. And deja vu, like a mama. Talk to me, man. What's going on right now in Orlando?
This one hurt, man. This one hurt. Last year we lost in Game 7 to Cleveland. No, we lost to Boston. The year prior, we lost to Game 7 to Cleveland. In that Game 7, we lost by like 40, 50 points. It was over from the beginning. It was more like, all right, we just happy to make it a Game 7. The difference in this series, after Game 1, even going into Game 2 and Game 3, we are the better. Like, we saw that we are the better team. They have the best player, who I think is Cade, and shout out Cade because he proved a lot to me. Because I'm like a Cade hater, and this was before he played against Orlando. I really didn't fall for what everybody been saying about Cade. Detroit as a team, I look at them. Detroit, they just gonna play hard. They're gonna be as physical as the referees allow, and let Cade do what he do. Orlando, we should have won this series. I think you see it. I came in here. I told you Jamal Mosley as a coach saved his job. I was hearing somebody saying maybe we should look at trading Paolo. I told you Paolo saved his life in Orlando. I told you we were a bad matchup for them, which we were. Like, I stand on everything I said. I'm just disappointed in it. Wasn't even this game. This game was bad. I think as a coach, not being able to make no sort of offensive adjustments, I think that's one. Like, Paulo called out Mosley earlier in the year for that. And I think that's one thing. It's a glaring weakness. We have no sort of adjustments, no sort of like rhyme or reason on offense. It's just swing and somebody make a play. You can't win like that in the playoffs. So I think
Right.
that's the biggest problem. I think too, Franz getting hurt, that one hurt. But
Yeah.
when you go up 20 points and then you lose by 20 points in a game 6 at home, I kind of didn't feel too comfortable coming into this game. I thought maybe they lay down, and then even in this game, you got Paulo. He starts off unbelievable in the beginning, and it's just nobody came to play with him.
Yeah.
So I'm back to where I was in Orlando. I think Paulo kind of showed what he is, which I'm back on the Paulo train. I'm 2 feet in, but I still got to see because I just I don't know how far you can go with him being your best player. But as far as a team, I think Jalen Suggs, you're out of there. Terrible last couple of games. I think Wendell Carter kind of earned himself a little bit of money. Explore, see what you can get out of that. I love Franz, but Franz, if you're gonna get hurt every year, we got to start exploring you.
Yeah.
We got some pieces to plug in. I love Paulo. I like him and Bane. Bane had a rough last couple of games, but I like Bane throughout the year. I like Anthony Black. But
Who's the guy that was on the 2-way deal?
My boy Kane.
Yeah.
Kane showed up,
Okay.
came off a 2-way deal. I think he'll get a contract. He deserved to get paid. Outside of that, we got we got to reshuffle the deck and try something else.
Yeah, but like you said, the cupboard is definitely not bare, right?
Not there, and you got some trade assets. You got some assets.
Yeah, I think people would take a shot. I think Wagner would be able to get. I think somebody, what I'm saying, if y'all look to move on for him, you can get some pieces. You know what I'm saying? Because his health.
Wendell.
See, I don't know if I would trade Wendell though. I would just because I think how old is Wendell Carter?
He's young. Wendell might be like 26.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know if I would, because like what he does. How tall is he? Was he 6'9", something? Like I just think players like Wendell Carter,
16.
like see what I'm saying? How old is he?
27.
Okay, so he is getting to that age to where you would want to see him, but he's never gonna be like he's a guy that on a good night he's your third best player, but he can probably be like a consistent like fourth player, scorer for you. But he can do so much because at his size, he can guard multiple positions. You know what I'm saying? But
it says this right here, and the series in the 3 wins, Wendell averaged 14 and 12. Mm-hmm. When he went back down below 10 points is when we lost. So I mean, I'm thinking he showed a lot in this playoffs. I think he definitely improved, but if there was a time to go ahead and see what you can get for a guy like him, because if our base is going to be 14 to 12 and we can't consistently get that, then
no, you're right. No, you're right. And I didn't realize he was 27. I thought he was around 24, 25. So 20 to me now that makes a difference. So yeah, I would definitely look to shop him as well. They have Bane. I think they need a good point guard would go a long way, I believe, for them.
And the kid off the bench, Anthony Black, he played very well when Paulo was out. The thing is, he and Paulo together haven't really coexisted.
Ross, I know you're saying that Paulo I think they may have to just, like you said, if there's a ceiling on how far we can go with Paulo, then I'm not saying this year, but like if he's not the guy long term, I mean, like, what are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Because like he's a number 1 draft pick. He got the keys. Like, what do we? If we're looking now and we're saying we don't think that he can be the best player and we can win a championship, then what are we doing with all these moving pieces around?
So tell me this: if there was some way we could get in, now I know Giannis has said he wants to go to New York, or he wants a big market. If there was some way we could get in the Giannis market, and if they want Paulo, I wouldn't be too prideful. Like Paulo has Even though Paolo's 21, 22. That's what people don't forget. Paolo's 22. So you're going to get 10 years of all-star, lower level all-NBA type of basketball. If I could get a more seasoned superstar with this team, I think if we had Giannis, I think this roster would have worked.
I mean, look, to me, it's not a question. If Giannis's name comes up, I'm willing to trade the entire squad. So I'm fine with that, right?
Right. A lot of Orlando fans feel like we can't because of Paolo. I think Paolo's age is really what makes the Orlando fans a little bit scared.
You got a guy that young, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think that we can. Me personally, I don't think that we can just look at him and say, I don't know if we can win, because I don't know if we can win a chip with him, because let's look at the East landscape. Giannis is getting older and the injuries are becoming more prevalent, right, with Giannis. The 76ers have drafted really well, and they they are shifting from a Embiid dominant team to now those two guards with Maxey and VJ. So that's going to be a problem. You're going to have to get some guards to deal with that.
We got to talk about that because when Embiid show up, it's Embiid's team.
It is like Embiid is still.
We got to talk about that. That's coming soon.
Yeah, when he's right, he's clearly it's like not even close. He's the best player. I still, me and my homeboy just had this conversation the other day. When Embiid is anywhere near healthy, I think he's clearly better than Jokic. Like, bro, I don't think him and Jokic is close if he's healthy.
We about to go on a little tangent. It's okay though. I think Joel Embiid is the only player we've ever seen that can just miss these long periods of times, and he might be rusty the first game back, but like if he comes, he can miss 50 games and have a 4-game stretch where I'm finna come back and average 40. Like
he's good, bro.
Ridiculous. He's ridiculous, bro.
He's good, bro.
Like, he don't practice. You know what I'm saying? Like he can't condition. You know, like I don't think we've ever seen him in shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, at one point, they were saying he wasn't even cleared to run 5-on-5 in practice. So he just come and show up to the game and just like, all right, like, watch this. Like, it's crazy.
No, bro. Joel, I think the public, for whatever reason, I don't know if they realize like how big of a human Joel Embiid is. Pause. Like Joel Embiid, bro, is what is he? What they got him listed as? He's damn near 300 pounds and he's over 7 foot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's over 7 foot and he's like 300 pounds, bro. Let me see what they got him listed. They got a
7'1", and how much he weighs?
I'm seeing 280. He looks bigger than that.
That's wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
That was rookie here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So let's just say he's 7'1", 300. That's what Shaq was playing at when he was in Orlando.
Yeah. Well, and then this the thing though. You can with Embiid, you can tell that the media is so like conflicted on him. They don't really give him the push. Nobody even knows Embiid came and dropped 70 on Wemby, and they don't even talk about it. The man had 70 points against Wemby.
Wemby was a baby, though. He was a baby.
It don't matter, man. That the same way we all talk about Devin Booker dropping 70, nobody even knows Joel Embiid gave Wemby 70, bro.
This is true. And look, and we all talking about that Wemby is going to probably like redefine Defensive Player of the Year.
He can't do nothing with him.
Yeah, no, he got no answer. He too light. He needs some bricks
and
in his
Wemby
pocket.
may be the best defender we've ever seen.
Yeah, Wemby. And you know what Wemby has started doing now? And this is a thing that used to drive Bill Russell crazy about shot blockers. May he rest in peace. Is Bill Russell, obviously we don't got a lot of video, but they used to say one of the things that Bill Russell was great at, because they didn't even keep block shots back at that point as a stat. But when Bill would block a shot, he would control the block, meaning he wouldn't just like slap it and it go out of bounds, because now the team still gets the ball, right? Yeah. He would block it so that he can continue. And I've seen now Wemby doing that a lot more. It seems like somebody talked to him like, hey, bro, when you get up there for those shots, like you're high enough, you don't got to knock the motherfucker across. Just hit it, stop it, control it, now we out.
Right.
You know, and I think, you know, Wemby, his ability to cover space, like so much space, not just vertically, horizontally, but I'm talking about also, I'm sorry, not just horizontally, like side to side, but to cover space in the air, right? Because guys are taking shots thinking that they are clear and it's not. But to your point, when he plays again, that's why, I love Wemby's game. I love what he's doing. I think we'll get to them in a second. I think they got a legitimate shot to win the championship.
Yeah, they do.
But traditional big centers give him a problem. Like, he's built for this new NBA. He's the first, this is the stuff people were talking about with Porzingis and some of these guys. Like, this is it, right? 7'5", can shoot, can run, can handle it, can lead the break, block shots, do all that. Yeah, he built for that. But when you put one of them dinosaurs in front of him, that 7 foot, 280, 300, he can't do nothing with that, bro. It's just too much. They're just too physical because they could just they could just bully him so much and they don't have a problem with, I got you so far.
Only 2 of those.
That's the issue. That's the issue. It's only Jokic and
Embiid. Neither one can jump over a stack of quarters. But one of them, okay, Joker's gonna kill him, but Joker's looking to stat stuff and do everything else.
Yeah.
Embiid is, come here. I'm finna pump fake you at this elbow, and I'm finna go get 70. I don't care if I got 2 assists.
People forget that was a big reason why they needed Embiid on this Team USA.
Right. And
they had to have him.
Yeah, and I think in this series, Boston just had no answer. Once Embiid came back, Boston had no answer. I don't care if Jason Tatum got hurt or didn't get hurt. It was nothing they could do with Embiid. It was nothing.
Yeah, it's Boston has a problem. Let's wrap up. I'm gonna get to Boston in that series first, but let's wrap up with the Magic in Orlando, and then let's go back there. So just to go back real quick to Orlando, I think y'all could listen. I would love to see y'all bring in. I know he got he's under contract, but if y'all could bring in the young bull from Florida, what's his name, to play at University of Florida, the point guard,
Clayton. That's what I was thinking. I don't know why he's over in Memphis. And he actually played well once they traded him from Utah.
Yeah,
I think Utah, they got a lot of young guards. They got a little too much. But yeah, I'm still trying to. Hey, if Memphis want Franz and something else, I'm still trying to go Ja. I don't know how Ja would work with Paolo, but if there's some way we can, if they trying to dump Ja's contract and get rid of Ja,
I don't think we need Ja that close to Miami though. Like, I don't know how. I don't know if we. How far is that drive from Orlando to Miami? What's that? A couple hours? How many hours is that?
4 hours.
Oh, so in a plane, that's like what? 45 minutes?
45 minutes, not even.
Yeah, we don't need Ja that close to Miami like that, bro. I don't know if that's a good look for him because they play. You out there. They play different out there.
Yeah, nah, Ja be straight over here, man.
No, he'd be straight, but I'm just saying, like, they play different out there in terms of the money.
Oh yeah. Nah, that's different. But see, that's why Miami handles themselves the way Miami does. They're no nonsense, because if you're gonna come in here and be in this type of environment, we gotta make sure you're 120% locked in.
Yeah.
Which I think is why the obvious fit for Ja would be Miami. But I just don't think he's ready to go that all in on basketball.
Let me ask you this, though. Them being such a tight organization led by Pat Riley, how did this Terry Rozier stuff happen under their watch?
But they said the game that he did it in was actually with Charlotte. He got traded to Miami.
But you think he stopped when he got to Miami? You think it stopped? You think he got to Miami and he was like, hey, you know what? Let me chill out, y'all. No, the people he was doing that for, they don't give a damn if it's Pat Riley, Nick Riley.
Yeah, he was doing a damn good job of hiding it, because Pat Riley ain't having that.
Well, I don't know.
If you remember that trade, that was supposed to really help Miami, and it never did. And I think
you don't see all these clips they got online of him in Miami. He looks crazy with some of these turnovers.
I think that was what happened. So Pat Riley might have been the one like, hey, y'all need to look at this nigga. So he over here stealing money from me.
I saw something online where they were talking
Pat Riley
about,
could have been the one who dropped the dime.
I was getting ready to go there because I saw something where they were saying that, like, he might have gotten into some situations with some folks down there on South Beach. Because you remember when he came there with a bag, with a little bit of a bag, right? But you're Terry Rozier. Like no disrespect to Terry Rozier. What is he, 6'1", maybe 6'2"?
Yeah.
Like Terry Rozier walks in the mall, nobody knows who the hell Terry Rozier is. If we just being like no disrespect. I'm just saying like he can walk around comfortably, right? Yeah. So now you in Miami, you in South Beach. Nobody knows you. You're not LeBron, D Wade, or you're not UD where you 6'10", you know what I'm saying? I know UD different because he's from out there. But I'm saying like you don't stick out, right? And we don't know you by face. So what I was reading was that like because of that, he was throwing a lot of money around, right? Trying to let the motherfuckers know who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's Terry Rozier. Oh, okay. But in the middle of doing that, he, you know how this go out there, bro. You run up a lot of tabs, run up a lot of money. And New York is a melting pot, but y'all out there in Florida is a different melting pot. Y'all are a very dangerous melting pot out there. No disrespect, but when you talk about like the Haitian culture, the Cuban culture, you know what I'm saying? Like that gets real violent real quick. That's their MO. You know what I'm saying? Again, no disrespect, but that's just their MO. You feel me? And the way they move, especially the Haitians had a rep for a long time. They just, they're gonna get active, right? They're gonna get active. The Cubans have a little bit more structure. Correct me if I'm jumping if I'm wrong. They got a little bit more structure. Right. You know what I'm saying? They got a little bit more structure. So if you do something and pop off, they might not even do nothing at that moment. You dig what I'm saying? But it's stuff that's gonna be going on. You know what I'm saying? Because they know all those clubs, everywhere you want to go out at down there, they got that on lock already.
Right. So yeah, and in Miami, you see it's not racial, but it's still a little bit race. So if more than likely, if you're black and you're successful in Miami, you're gonna come into contact with the Haitians, the Zoes.
Yeah, shout out to the Zoes, by the way. Sac passe.
You notice every rapper or every celebrity is somebody that come through Miami. You're gonna show some respect to the Zoes. You're gonna have a Haitian somewhere close. They kind of they're gonna hand you that flag and tell you good with that flag. You know what I'm saying? But that right there, like they known for robbing your stuff, and then you gotta pay them to go get it back, and it was them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the Zoe. So yeah, you definitely gonna show your respect to them anytime you down there, or either it's all bad. So yeah, that's that. The Hispanics, they deal with the Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? It's still kind of like, but yeah, it's real, man. It's real for sure. I was just listening. It's funny, we got on to Miami. I was just listening to a guy from your hood, Gerald Green, was telling some crazy stories about Miami Heat. Talk about Pat Riley pulled up on him like, hey, look, if you weren't so goddamn talented, I'll cut your ass right now. He said Pat Riley pulled up on some G shit, heard about what was going on in the club and all that. Like, it get real. Orlando, Orlando is it's such a vacation place. Don't get it wrong. Orlando's not weak at all. Like even Magic play right down the street is the trenches, but it's more like the nightlife. You're not seeing Miami. You could be somewhere with the rich people. This with the NBA players, they there, and you think, okay, I'm in Miami, I'm in the better environments. But you might be next to a Kingpin. You might be, like all y'all might be rubbing shoulders. You know what I'm saying? This guy's super dirty. This guy's clean. Like you go to these fancy hotels and restaurants, and in your neighborhood, you might live next to the second leader in the cartel or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too close. You know what I mean? It's too close. Yeah. Whereas in Orlando, it's more people come here vacation.
It's funny because I've been watching Young Bull's comedy, not only on SNL, but just his stand-up as well. And now my ear is different now because y'all from out there, y'all say Orlando a certain way. Like the way y'all say it, it sounds like I hear it now. You know what I'm saying? Different. I never paid attention, but like, cause he talks about Orlando so much. You know what I'm saying? Cause he be like, y'all got to put some. Y'all be talking like we just got there. Like Disney not even in Orlando. Damn it. That's
right. That's yeah.
But like, even with the way he say, like you and him, the way you were just saying Orlando, like you sound. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's in my ear now.
West. So you'll hear him. He'll talk about the West all the time. He'll always talk about West Orlando. Yeah.
That's
so
funny.
he's from where?
And what's my dude's name? Let me say his name.
Cam Patterson. Shout out Cam.
Shout out to him, man. Talented
young guy. Right as he was blowing up. He's good, man. Smart. He has that ignorant comedy, but he's smart, man. I'm like, he's funny. He's from so in rap, everybody know Glock 9 and Hot Boy. They had a whole thing. Big old Rico. They said the biggest Rico in Florida history, and it was Glock 9. So that's like his little age group, his side of Orlando. So for him to make it out, that's a big thing because that's known universally as the worst side of Orlando, Pine Hills, West Orlando. So for him to make it out and beat SNL, that's a big deal.
No, that is. Let's stay. Let's stay in your hood. Let's talk about. This is a recap now of the first round. Let's talk about Minnesota beating Denver in the first round. And before we get to anybody, let's put some respect on your man T. Shannon's name.
Woo!
Terry Shannon. Man. Listen, for anybody in Denver who wants to know, he's going left. I'm just going to tell. Apparently, Denver don't got the scouting report. He's going left. God dang.
He gonna duck his shoulder and go left hard, and that's what. Yeah, shout out.
He's so fast though, bro. And
he played one speed, right?
Oh my god!
But you remember
he's built strong. You know what I'm saying? It's wow.
Do you remember when Texas Tech had that good run? So in college, he was at Texas Tech. Then he transferred to Illinois, and I think probably the best thing is him getting to play with Ant. You know what I'm saying? And really seeing somebody, because of course T. Shan's not the athlete that Ant is, but it's that same.
He ain't too far behind though.
It's that same explosiveness. Yeah. It's that, like, can you imagine the dunks that they just do?
They practice is probably crazy.
Oh, stupid.
They practice is crazy.
T. Shan, he definitely, I think he's learning how to control it, and he's not scared. Like, you just look at him. Like, every time I've seen in the last 2 years that he comes in and Minnesota gives him some burn, he comes in and he just looks like, okay, I can do this, you know. And I think part of that is Ant giving them the confidence and like same thing Ant did with McDaniels though. I think Ant's leadership, we gotta really, and you can see it with how he loves his young guys. Like he does that for them. Like watching T. Shan, I'm like, man, I know Ant is going crazy for him. Right? You know, like I just, during the game, I even said, I'm like, I know Ant is loving this. Like, you just can tell. And with them to go and do that in that last game without Ant, and I was for sure that, like, all right, Denver's finna go and win the 7. I was more sure about that than Orlando. For Minnesota to handle business, no DiVincenzo, no Ayo DeSumo, who had a great series, no Ant. Minnesota, boy, they got nuts. Minnesota got balls. Jaden McDaniels to go out on the limb and say that and back it up all series. Jaden McDaniels, boy, he earned some money. Rudy, we got to put some respect on Rudy's name. I think Rudy's been getting slandered, you know, in the playoffs. It was the drop coverage and everybody making these big shots over Rudy. I think Rudy stood, and again, that was Ant. I remember Ant said, I went to Rudy and I told him, hey, he get paid to score, you get paid, you full-time defense player of the year. You know what I'm saying? Just be there every time and live with what the consequence. And
I thought he played really good too. I thought Rudy was really good defensively. I mean, Joker's got some numbers, but it was tough.
But you remember last year, Rudy had a great series against the Lakers. You remember that? And then now, so Rudy's changing his narrative. Yeah, man, Minnesota. Now, it sucks that you got to go see San Antonio like this. I think if fully healthy, both teams, this would be a hell of a series.
I mean, from what I'm reading and seeing, though, I saw Shams. He reported that Ant should be back. I don't know what game, but he's expected to be back at some point in the series. So I don't know if that's.
I saw game 4, game 5.
That might be too late. Might be. But with that being said, man, they can steal one. Look, let me say this. Minnesota might be the one team, even without DiVincenzo, the way T. Shannon is playing, right? They may be the one team that those guards, Wemby's gonna be Wemby, right? Hopefully, Gobert might be his OG, so maybe he take it easy because that's his OG from France, right?
Wemby be killing that nigga.
I'm just saying like he's gonna be him, right? But when you look at like what they have in Minnesota, right? So you take
like let's go matchups.
Yeah, let's go.
Matchups. So you got Wemby and Gobert. Now, if McDaniel's been X factor, who do you throw McDaniel's on San Antonio?
Whoever's playing well. That's what I think that's the beauty of McDaniel's. Whoever starts like going off, I think he's good on any. He can 1, 2, 3. Whoever it is, you can put McDaniel's on. So whether that's Fox, Castle, whoever.
So if you're San Antonio, who you got for Randall?
I don't know if they have anybody. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, like Wemby is just like the eraser back there.
Yeah.
And I think the problem for Randall, listen, man, no disrespect. Shout out to Julius Randle, man. He, went to high school down here in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Good kid from everything I've heard. Look, man, we already know what his game is. He's going to put his head down, go one way, and try to spin. We know what it's going to be, fam. We know what the move is, fam. You dig what I'm saying? He'll shoot the 3 if he open, but when he put it on the ground, he going to put it down. If you stop him, he just going to spin. That's what he's trying to load up on, and it is what it is, right? And the problem is with that, he don't really elevate well, so I can see Wemby making it hard. Like, Wemby don't even got to guard him to make it difficult on him.
Because Wemby, the thing you have, you don't have to put Wemby on Gobert. We just throw anybody on Gobert. Wemby literally can guard 2 people because if you Randall, and that's what we know you're going to do, Wemby going to come help side every time. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be interesting, though, because see,
Minnesota can shoot the ball well enough to because Wemby's going to take away all the stuff at the basket.
I'm with you.
Minnesota can shoot the ball well enough.
Okay, but
DiVincenzo.
But we ain't got to the bench though. They got one of the best 6-mans in basketball.
And Nas.
Nas can knock down, and Nas is what 6'9", 6'10". He can knock down
a big series. Nas could have a big series.
You feel me? So if you got Nas Reed, if you get Nas Reed going, if you get T. Shannon going, if you get my man with
Ayo DeSumo.
No, not DeSumo. My dude that was talking trash. He was just talking about him.
Jaden. Yeah,
you get Jaden Daniels going. Between Jaden, Nas Reed, T. Shan, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I'm kind of okay. Because you gotta think about it. While the San Antonio guards are good, they're young, Ross. They're young. This is where De'Aaron Fox, you talked about a minute ago, you talked about Anthony Edwards' leadership. This is where De'Aaron Fox, as a guy who's been in the league a while, made a couple all-star teams, this is where De'Aaron Fox needs to step up and be a leader, right?
Yeah.
Because Wemby's going to be Wemby, but he was dealing with a few things, and so his minutes, you know what I'm saying? They still trying to monitor his minutes on some things. And the beauty of him, even if he had, let's say, he's going to guard Rudy Gobert. Bro, it depends on how Minnesota's going to run their offense. Because if I'm Minnesota's coach, even though Rudy's not going to shoot the 3, on offense, I might just tell Rudy, go stand in the 3-point line. Because, look, you got to remember the way the NBA works, right? If your man is over there, that's illegal defense if you're just standing in the paint, right? So you got to be within arm's reach, which is why I always tell people the NBA it's the only basketball, it's the only place on the planet that has this rule in basketball where you have to play a certain defense.
Mm-hmm.
If they were playing overseas or somewhere else, if they go and put Rudy at the 3-point line, I'm sorry, if they go put Rudy at 3-point line, Wemby can still just stand in the paint. Like, why am I guard? I know he can't shoot the three.
Oh, they called it twice against Detroit today. Defensive 3 seconds.
See what I'm saying? So it's like if I'm Minnesota, I just take Wemby ass out there. Rudy, you go stand 3-point line. Now, what you gonna do now, Wemby? Right? Because like I know you're gonna still cheat over, but how far are you gonna try to cheat? Right? And T. Shannon's so fast, bro. I don't know if they have a guard that's gonna be able to stay in front of him.
Capsule.
Okay. I mean, I hope. I mean, I don't know.
I'm taking Capsule. Okay, this is the thing. Guard wise, I'm giving the edge San Antonio.
Yes, on paper. But Ross, how many of those guards can play at one time?
Man, we seen Dylan Harper give you 30.
I'm with you, but
I seen Capsule and Dylan Harper combined for 60 points.
Okay, but
if we see De'Aaron Fox give you 130 point, because they missing DiVincenzo, that's the only thing. And
see, you putting more. See, I'm not that big on DiVincenzo like that. Pause.
No, but DiVincenzo was having a big series,
and they still won without him, right?
You know what I've been saying? Minnesota's downfall has been Mike Conley. So now you got to go back to playing Mike Conley.
But I think Mike Conley
can't keep up with them young boys.
I agree, but and I don't think he needs to play that many minutes. But I do think you need Mike Conley in at the end of some of those games, though, because I think he proved it in this series against Denver. He was in the fourth quarter at the end of those games because you just need him to get people in the right spots. Now with that being said, shout out to McDaniels because he was right. He treated him and T. Shan. They both treated Murray like a cone, right?
Well,
down the stretch.
And you look at Denver. The problem with Denver is they have no protection at the rim, and they have no. I mean, if your best defender is going to be Bruce Brown and Christian Braun,
yeah,
good luck. So they have no. You look at San Antonio. All their guards can do a pretty good job of moving their feet. You're not just there's no blow-bys, and then they got the ultimate rim protector. So now it's a total different game plan. Now Minnesota, y'all gonna have to. The key to beating San Antonio is you gotta shoot the ball well. Yeah, that's the only way to beat them, because it's they too pesky on defense and they funnel you to Wemby. So you're gonna have to have some big shooting nights. I don't know. Like I'm looking at DiVincenzo, he averaged 11, but he shot from 3. He shot 48 that series. He was shooting the ball. He was shooting the lights out in that series. The kid off the bench, Ayo DeSumo, they got from
Boston,
Chicago. He was shooting the lights out. He had a 30-point game. I don't know against San Antonio. Without them two, they're gonna need one of them because I don't know if they have anybody that's gonna be able to spread the floor. DeSumo in them 2 games, no, he played 5 games. He started 1. In that Minnesota series, he averaged 22 points a game. Shooting 55 from 3. So you looking at Minnesota. Minnesota just shot the ball pretty damn good in that last series. As averages are always gonna average.
And
they shot.
You know me, I live by that. I live by that. I tell people that all the time. Your average is gonna be eventually the average is gonna show up. So I agree with that. I'm just looking at it, I guess, if I'm giving Minnesota a chance, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta keep it a buck. I think the way McDaniels is playing right now, I think that's the way I'm feeling like that. I think McDaniels, first of all, he got a little bit of psycho in him.
No.
Like
he's a YN.
Yeah.
He's a YN. That little nigga. Bro, we seen in game 1 when he pushed Joker and he ain't back.
That's what I'm saying. Like McDaniels, and I don't know if anybody on San Antonio really matches that energy, is what I'm saying.
They can't get pumped. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
oh, okay.
I'm saying like the way McDaniels is coming is, and Nas, when Nas is in the game, it seems like he with the ish. You know what I'm saying?
You say that's a good question. Who would be the enforcer? Like, who's the tough guy
It would probably be Barnes, but I'm not sure if Harrison Barnes is healthy.
He ain't no tough guy.
I'm just saying, like he would be the one I would pick because he's a vet. He's built. You know what I'm saying? But
it used to be Sohan. Sohan would be the one starting all the fights. No, I'm saying Sohan was an agitator, I would say.
Okay.
Man, who would be? I'm looking at their roster. Yeah.
No tough guys.
It might have to be Castle. Castle, Atlanta nigga. Castle.
Okay. I mean, man. But you gotta deal with Nas Reed, 6'10". You gotta deal with McDaniel. How tall is McDaniel? Was he 6'8"?
No, McDaniel's 6'9".
Yeah, like these aren't small humans, right? Like, and they with that.
Yeah, I'm looking.
And McDaniel's is tripping off jump.
Hey, that might be the key to victory. Is like, hey, we got to go in here and we got to be ready to bump. Like,
yeah,
that might be the key because I'm looking at San Antonio. They kind of light skinned. I'm looking. Keldon Johnson, Champagne, Harrison Barnes, De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, Vassell, Victor, bunch of good guys. Very good guys. Olenek off the bench, Cornette. He don't like Magic City. When your big guy, is writing a memo to the league about the strip club, I'm looking. It might. Hey, the enforcer might be Biombo. Biombo might have to run off.
Bismack.
Biombo might have to come off the bench in case they get it. They
might have to put Yeah, you're right. Didn't Jordan draft him? I think Jordan drafted him.
Yeah, in Charlotte.
Yeah, he's been a bust. But yeah, he might have to come in and just he might have to come in and get physical. No disrespect.
If it's ever a scuffle, you might have to throw in Carter Bryant he don't seem like he's soft. The rookie.
Okay, I'm with you on that.
The rookie. He got a little edge.
But again, what you just say, the what?
The rookie.
That's what I'm saying. Like those guards are I can't expect for Carter Bryant for Harper. Like they're young. Even the Castle and you know what I'm saying? Like these guys are just still young. You know what I'm saying? So they got to kind of grow up in this thing. Like kind of like we're gonna get to this series here, kind of like with the Rockets and the Lakers. Wow, they have a lot of talent on the Rockets. They just so young. You know what I'm saying? It's like, y'all got to figure this thing out, how this playoff thing goes.
When Tari Eason has to be your
That's what I'm saying. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. It's like the playoffs become more physical. And that's one thing that Wemby's
Orlando. Bane was the only one with Orlando. That was really
That's what I'm saying. Like it just gets, the possessions get lower. You playing this team every day. It gets chippy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how do y'all play now when, we going to knock you down and I'm going to stand over you and look at you? You know what I'm saying? Can you still hoop now? How you feeling now? You know what I'm saying? So I really, shout out to De'Aaron Fox, man. I know they're going to hate me for saying this in the city. I'm going to say he's from Houston. I know he went to school in Katy. You know what I'm saying? I know he went to school in Katy. But, I need for De'Aaron Fox to really represent. You know what I'm saying? And I know De'Aaron Fox, he not no tough guy, so I ain't saying him to play a tough guy. But I'm saying, though, McDaniels might be his assignment. I'm sorry, he might be McDaniels' assignment, right? They might say, hell, we need you to cut off the head of the snake. We think it might be this point guard. Let's shut him down. I need for you to take that challenge.
So I'm looking at San Antonio over the playoffs. Victor's right at 21. 21-9, 4 blocks. Ridiculous.
How many minutes is he playing, though?
He's playing, it's a good question, 28 minutes a game.
See what I'm saying? Not a lot of minutes, Ross. 28 minutes, not a lot of minutes, bro.
Yeah. Fox is giving you 20. Castle's giving you 20. Vassell's giving you 13. Harper's giving you 13. Champagne is giving you 10. So, with San Antonio, they're more of a whoever's night it is. Them also, they've been shooting the ball like they're on a hot streak. So we can only imagine that some of these guys going to cool down. Victor's shooting 54 from 3. He going to have a couple bad nights. Castle shooting 40%. Harper shooting 50% from 3. It's going to come down.
Right.
So, Yeah, whichever team can adjust, like you say, that physicality. I didn't even think about that part. I would give the edge to Minnesota if they could just like turn it into a backyard brawl.
Yeah. Let's get
The edge
physical.
and they've been there so many times. Like you said, they don't mind the chippiness and the low scoring and
Yeah.
it's gonna be
I would even give Rudy some touches. I know Victor's guarding you. Still, I want you just to back him down, just to like, even if he blocked the shot.
Stop it. What you drinking over there, man? Stop.
No. Here's my point. You got to feel my point, though. Here's my point, though, Ross. Even if you block the shot, it's like a boxer. In boxing, body blows don't necessarily knock you out unless you maybe Roy Jones, you know what I'm saying? He knocked cats out to the body. But what they do, though, is they break you down. So I'm not saying that Rudy's going to score, but I just need Rudy. He's what does Rudy go? 7'1",
7'1",
200 and what, 70 pounds? He got Victor by at least 50, 60 pounds.
Right.
So I'm just saying lean on him, right? We're just gonna lean on you. Cause what I'm looking at is if we can like do that and wear you down, now all of a sudden all that side to side is gone. It's just, like it's like when in football, when you're an undermanned football team, right? But we more physical. We ain't got the flash, but we just gonna wear you out up front. We're just gonna pound, pause, and wear you out up front. Like, so I might give him some touches. Okay, you get your shot blocked. So what? Right? It's not about scoring right there. It's about the body. When you throwing body blows in the first round of a fight, you're not trying to get the guy out of there. You're trying to wear him down. You're trying to get into that gas tank and lower that gas tank, right?
Rudy, we're going to let Rudy do whatever he want to do and miss the layup.
Okay, I'm telling you, Rudy has some good games against – bro, you do understand that Rudy, when he plays Team USA in the Olympics, be killing us in the paint. Right. Killing us.
Team USA, that's because Victor on this team. That's why. That's because he played next.
Well, he's on this team now. That's not back then he went on this team.
Yeah, Team USA, our big is Bam. We ain't got no big.
Yeah.
Thing with Victor, we're gonna go straight up and let Rudy shoot the ball over the rim. Come on, bro.
I just want him to back you down. I'm just saying.
Don't make me pull a Shaq and JaVale McGee. Nah,
okay, let me take it this way.
If we start throwing the ball.
Okay, let me take it this way. For my guards, even for Julius Randle, even if your shot gets changed, it's still on Gobert. Because here's the deal: if you're Julius Randle, you drive to the goal, and now you draw the defense, which is Wemby. Just throw the ball up. If you can just get the ball on the backboard, that gives Rudy a chance now on the offensive glass because Wemby's challenging everything. Right. So if you can just get the ball up or get a lob or something, I'm just saying I think Rudy's going to be a bigger factor or potentially can be a bigger factor than people are thinking. I'm not saying that he's not going to turn into Joel Embiid offensively, right? But I'm just saying I think he can be I just see a path, especially with the fact that at some point Ant's going to come back. If they can win a game, if they can split somehow in San Antonio, if they can get one or two, if they can get one of those two games in San Antonio, and you know that you're going to get Ant back. Because, Ross, we went through that roster. Okay. Who the hell they got to guard Ant? You talking about Castle's going to guard McDaniel. Who the hell's guarding Ant? Nobody. So when Ant comes back, he puts everything in perspective now. He puts everybody back in their right spots, and it gets scary now. Because now if you potentially got T-Shan with his confidence super high, McDaniel's playing at a damn near all-star level, right? And now you got Ant back. So what Ant does for Russell is he allows Russell to be able to play one-on-one now because where the resources coming from the double, right? Because we got Ant-Man out there. We ain't doubling. So he allows him to play one-on-one. Okay, yeah, Rudy coming over. Okay, there you go. I'm sorry, Wemby coming over. I'm dumping the Rudy for the dunk. So I see a path. I still think, Ross, that the Spurs should win. But in that series, who's the best player? Is it Ant or is it Wemby? I mean, I know Wemby does a lot more, but who's the best player? Like 100%, who's the best player?
Wemby.
Okay. Who's the next three best players after Wemby?
Yeah, it would go to Minnesota.
Right? After that, you go what? Ant, McDaniels, who else? maybe even Nas Reed after that. Is Nas better? Okay, maybe you just go
Nas over Fox.
I'm not that big on Fox. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm sorry, America.
So say what you want to say about your hometown boy. Come on now. I hear you keep saying he's from Katy. What are you really trying to say about De'Aaron Fox, bro?
I love De'Aaron Fox, bro. Shout out to De'Aaron Fox,
San Antonio too, because you might see him at HEB. So
man,
what you want to say?
Man, I promise you, I got a lot of love for De'Aaron Fox, man. I promise you I do. I swear I do. I'm just like being objective and trying to put stuff in perspective of what I'm seeing. And I'm just, you know me, Ross, the way I judge a game is how you can affect the game. And right now at this point in his career, really, De'Aaron Fox really only affects the game scoring. Like the way that the system is running in San Antonio, he's not going to get a lot of assists off of like him creating. It's just a system that they run. That system comes back from Pop. So he's a little bit, you know, like think about it. We never looked at Tony Parker in San Antonio. I know he's a Hall of Famer, but we never looked at him and said he can affect the game in a bunch of ways, right? Like those point guards don't affect the game in a bunch of ways. That's all I'm saying. So when I'm looking at Nas Reed, who's 6'10", who can guard multiple positions, who can shoot three, you know, like how many points is De'Aaron Fox? You just told me De'Aaron Fox is averaging 20. Okay. Whoop-de-doo, to borrow a phrase. Whoop-de-doo.
But now if you put him and Castle 20 and 20, if your backcourt is giving you 40, that's pretty good.
The problem is your best player is only playing 28, averaging 28 minutes a game.
Right, but we're going to get him up to 35 out of this series.
How that's going to look?
He playing against
How does that look when he goes to 35 now?
I seen a clip of Wemby giving Rudy to work at 16. When Rudy was winning all them defensive player of the years, yeah, Wemby was over there cooking them.
But that's not the way the system is run. They're not going to just throw it to Wemby and just let him work every time. That's not the way that they're going to play it. You know that, Ross. I wish they would, but they're not going to play that way.
I think this series will be the series where Wemby go ahead and take his step. I want to see Wemby completely dominate this series. I think Wemby does. I think this is the series where we say, okay, the reign is changing. You know, it's a new sheriff in town. Like I think Wemby just this where he starts his legacy.
I'll take it a step further for you, Ross.
So if Wemby come out and he averaged 35 and 12 and he just give Gobert the business, they win the 6. Like I see something like that happen. Like Wemby giving you some crazy play all-time playoff stat lines, 40, 45 and 18 and 7 blocks type shit. Like that's what I expect Wemby to do.
Again, I think they have a legitimate shot to win the NBA Finals. I think the Spurs have a legitimate chance to win the NBA Finals. But I just think that some things need to happen that we haven't seen happen. I think we all think they can happen, but we haven't seen. See, that's the thing with when a team is so young, Ross, is that like we're projecting and we're saying it like but you know, like sometimes what the playoffs has shown us is that teams have to, it's a maturation process, right? Like you have to kind of go through some stuff in order to like before you break through. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we've seen historically, is that you have to figure it out. So I'm with you. I think before his career is over, if he stays healthy, they may even rename the Defensive Player of the Year. I know right now it's called the Hakeem Olajuwon Defensive Player of the Year award. I think Wemby has the ability defensively to where they may, like, if Wemby wins like 8 of them mofos, like you gotta change the name. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Hakeem. You know, I think Hakeem's a top 5 player of all time. But if Wemby wins 8 Defensive Player of the Year, you gotta change the name. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. And I think he has that type of ability defensively. I just don't know if they had a legitimate 3 or a 2 who was a legit like bucket threat, solidified, borderline all-star. It's a no-brainer, but they just don't have that guy.
Council is?
I don't think he's there yet. That's what I'm saying. I think he may be a year, maybe 2 away. I think he can. I think he has that type of talent. But if all of a sudden Ant shows up, it gets different now. If Ant shows up, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now, look. If San Antonio takes care of business and wins both games in San Antonio, and they go back to and they go to Minnesota up 0-2 or 2-0, it's a lot of pressure on Minnesota to win that game 3 potentially without Ant, and it may be a lot of pressure on Ant to come back in game 3 before he's ready.
Okay, I know San Antonio, their offense can be their weakness, so maybe Minnesota can do that, but when I'm looking at Minnesota, they go in some stretches where they can play some bad offensive basketball. Like I kind of trust San Antonio to play better, but I don't know. Are you who you give the coaching edge? Duration.
I'm not a big fan of Minnesota's coach.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, and I know he's been there. I didn't want to just hate on him because the guy from San Antonio, he's new. But I feel like I would give San Antonio the edge in like style of play, coaching, just being able to schematically draw something up. Like
I actually think Minnesota probably needs a different coach. Personally.
That's what I think too. That's what it's crazy. We was both thinking that.
I think they probably need a different.
Want to come out
I think for them to fully break through. Personally, I think they need a different coach. Personally,
because they don't know at our offensive stretches.
Yeah, I would. Let me give. I hate leaving the people with like just saying that and not giving a name. So let me say a name. It would have to be somebody who's personable because you got to be able to connect with Ant, right? And Ant's a young cat who is like he seems to have a really. But listen, you got to understand. Ant talks to Barack Obama crazy, so like that's just how Ant talk, right? Like Ant gonna be Ant. He be like he told Barack Obama some crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like they had a good back and forth. Like, but he's a fun-loving guy though.
He said, "Them boys know I'm the truth."
yeah. So I'm trying to think who's a coach that's like available. Like I got some coaches in mind, but they're not available.
Like Malone to go there over.
You said who?
Malone, I would like him over there instead of.
I think Malone might be a little too strict. I don't know if Ant needs that. I don't know how Ant reacts with that because I think Malone, he comes in, he's gonna tell y'all he's a championship winning coach, right? It's just such a difference between his best player being Jokic and now being Ant.
Okay, we hear Steve Kerr's out. What about Steve?
I think Steve Kerr would be a perfect fit for Ant.
He'd take him to the next level.
I really do think so because I think Steve Kerr. Here's what you got with Steve Kerr. Number one, you got a guy who Ant knows won multiple chips, who also played with Michael Jordan. He gonna tell him all them Jordan stories he want to hear. Then he coached Steph Curry. He coached like in the league, right? Like I think Ant would have a lot of respect for Steve Kerr. I really do. And I think Steve Kerr, having navigated the personality of Draymond Green,
would be ready for it.
Yeah, he's fine with Ant. Ant would be a cakewalk. You heard what Draymond said about Ant? I'm sorry, about Ant. You heard what Draymond said about Steve Kerr?
He said he felt like Steve Kerr kind of held him back, never really liked him.
You know how crazy that sounds?
Like a hurt kid. Like I know you never really liked me. I knew I wasn't your favorite.
Fam. Like you know how they replaced David Lee, who had made an all-star team with you. They shipped David Lee out.
No, Steve Kerr, I remember when he got that job, the difference between Steve Kerr and Mark Jackson, that was the difference. I remember the whole story like it was yesterday. Steve Kerr met with Draymond and say, we're going to throw you in the starting lineup and we're going to run through you. And that was the difference. That was the big change because, Kerr inherited that team, but Mark Jackson didn't bring out that out of Draymond like Kerr did. So Draymond, you possibly owe your NBA career because, I mean, a 6'6" center. Steve Kerr turned him into a center.
You're right. You right.
So I mean, for Steve Kerr to come up with that, that's all him right there. You would have never done that in no other scheme, no other offense. Um, like that situation turned you into a Hall of Famer. And Draymond did like give him some thanks. If you watch the whole clip, it wasn't all negative. Draymond did say some of that.
Right. But that's the big. But that's such a crazy statement, though.
For your mind to even go to like, oh,
Yeah.
since we got Kevin Durant, Steve Kerr never put no play in the offense for me. It's like, all right, that's weak.
Again, Ross, I'm not gonna just like glance by the David Lee was all NBA.
He a Gator. I love David Lee.
Yeah. He was all NBA when he was with the Warriors. It's not like he was just an all-star. He made an all NBA team. And Steve Kerr said, okay, I like this kid. I'm going with this kid. Stop, bro. Stop.
Yeah.
Like, we can't just say that, bro. David Lee was a really good player. He won an NBA champion. Like, David Lee had to accept a different role.
Yeah.
Right? David Lee had to accept coming off the bench now behind Draymond after he had been a two-time All-Star and made a third-team All-NBA. No disrespect to David Lee, but making an All-NBA team was never on the bingo card for him. And he made an All-NBA. I'm not here to debate whether or not he deserved it. I'm just telling you what the accolades say. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, the accolades say he made an All-NBA team. And and they were fine with moving on from him, right? And letting you navigate this thing. So
David Lee averaged 18 points the year prior. The year before that, David Lee made an All-Star team, All-NBA team, and was 12th in MVP vote. I know 12th, but like he got MVP votes. So David Lee was coming off of, really being a force. And then, Draymond comes in and he was hurt that year, but David Lee his minutes decreased. He only started 4 games. He averaged 8 points a game.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So he got 2 years in a row with great numbers, right?
3 years because he averaged 20, 19, and 18. So David Lee was hooping.
That's what I'm saying. Like offensively, David Lee's a better offensive player than Draymond. Yeah. In terms of scoring. Now, Draymond's gift, right, is his ability to be able to see the floor, to be able to pass the basketball, right? To be able to, like, you can run an offense with Draymond, right? He's out of that Scottie Pippen, Grant Hill, that point forward type thing. I'll throw Iguodala in there. Right, I'm not gonna throw LeBron in there because he's on GOAT status. But I'm just talking about guys who can like run your offense. This is what they want the Thompson twins to be, right? These guys who you can like run your offense through, and they can run the offense and do multiple things. Shout out to the Thompson twin because I feel like the twin in Houston gets more love than the twin in Detroit. Am I tripping on that?
Yeah, and the guy in Detroit had a great game today.
Yeah, like I feel like that, like the twin in Houston is the only one that we talk about.
Yeah, they talk about Amen Thompson, Azur Thompson, the other twin. He had a good game. He's been solid. He like I think it's like 9 and 8. He's averaging, which is.
But you're playing with Cade Cunningham, though, right? Who's like what's he gonna probably be? Second team All NBA, maybe. Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, was averaging 30. He's at about 26 a game.
And then you got the big fella who's an all-star.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not a lot of opportunities there. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to kind of get in where you fit. But I think he plays his role. I think Detroit's gonna make the finals. Personally,
nah. We gonna say that. I got a good pick for you.
Okay. Let's stay in the West. Let's stay in the West right now, and we'll get over there. So we talked about Minnesota and the Spurs. Who you like? It sounds like you taking the Spurs in that series.
Taking San Antonio. You've convinced me a little bit, but I'm taking San Antonio.
I think San Antonio should win. If it gets physical, I think that leans Minnesota. I think San Antonio's a year ahead of schedule. Give me Minnesota in that series. I'll take Minnesota.
Okay.
I'm fine with taking Minnesota. Yeah, because I think Ant's gonna come back and he'll be okay. So give me Minnesota. I think San Antonio's a year away. Let's go to the other series, the other semifinals in the West. The defending champions, Oklahoma City Thunder, welcoming my squad. I know I ain't got the head with my feet. Hold on, god damn it. Hold on, Ross. Hold on. God dang it. Make sure I get right. Let me get right. Taking on old Goat James and the Lakers. You know what I'm talking about? Let me get right.
Get your brooms out. Get your brooms out, everybody. Get your brooms out, y'all.
Oh wow, you're disrespectful. I didn't like what I heard from Shams or Shams regarding Luka. I thought it was going to be a little bit more. I thought Luka could potentially maybe come back in like game 3. That's what I was hoping. Without Luka, it's an uphill battle. If Luka shows up, I think it gives us a puncher's chance to win the series. If Luka shows again, a puncher's chance. That's a boxing analogy. A puncher's chance is not a great chance. That just means I just got a good punch, right? And maybe I can throw a right hand and maybe catch you on the chin, right? But I think Luka gives us a puncher's chance. It's gonna be. I tell you what's gonna be interesting, Ross. The whistle is gonna be interesting, right? It's always interesting when we talk about SGA with the whistle. But LeBron's coming to town. Like, who gets the whistle? I know SGA is the shiny new toy, and I know Lou Dort's gonna be on LeBron, right? Lou Dort's guarding LeBron.
Multiple bodies. We got Caruso. We got.
Well, he's too small. Caruso's too small.
We got Jalen Wood, J-Dub, great defender, big body.
Stop. Lou Dort's the guy for LeBron.
J-Dub is 6'9", strong, fast. J-Dub's a great defender.
We cool on him. Lou, he don't get the same whistle that Lou Dort gets. See, that's what I'm saying. Lou Dort and Caruso have built themselves up. I watched Caruso, what was it, a year ago, 2 years ago?
Joker.
I watched him foul the hell out of Joker, and they just not call it. Those were fouls. That wasn't defense.
You just saw Marcus Smart foul the hell out of everybody on Houston. They didn't call it.
Well, that's what. See, I was gonna get to Marcus Smart. That's found money for the Lakers. Because are they gonna allow Marcus Smart to play the same way that they allow Lou Dort to play?
Listen, the difference between them and Houston, them guys in Houston, KD's burner account was calling them redacted. Some of them guys in Houston is redacted. It was evident. Okay, see, this right here is a well-oiled engine. I'm gonna tell you like this: Tuca, Puka, OKC and 5. Christian Braun or LeBron. OKC and 5. And I'm giving you one with 5. It might be 4 blowouts.
You just
listen, they're gonna run y'all out the gym. They play too fast. It's too fast. It's an avalanche. Like, it's an avalanche. We're gonna see 20-point wins. Like, it's not gonna be close. It's an avalanche. They get stops. All that LeBron not running back and taking 10 seconds to run back. Like, that's a good bucket every time. Houston, them idiots can't even run a 3-on-1 fast break.
Damn, you went 4 idiots.
Brian don't run back, and Houston, they turn the ball over on a 3-on-1 fast break. You got Reed Shepard not knowing what to do. Like, nah. Case and Wallace, his job gonna be Austin Reeves. We gonna take that away. Shea gonna kill the Luka matchup. You know we putting Luka in every action. You got 2 cones. We putting Luka and Brian in every action. They Shea all day, blow by, open 3. They got DeAndre Ayton looking like dominating. I'm taking Chet. Chet gonna kill that matchup. And then, like I said, you seem to not care. Jalen Williams, he gonna have one of them series. Like, bro, he's so fast and he creates turnovers with how active he is on defense. Is next thing you know, fast break, dunk. Next thing you know, open three and fast break. Like that, it go from 4-point lead to 16-point lead quick over there. I'm telling you. Then Shea start getting them free throws. Next thing you know, you down 25. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. I'm telling you now, it's gonna be bad. They'd be better off to not bring Luka back. You'd be better off because you saw what happened to Kennard once Austin Reeves came back. You lost your great white hope once.
No. Kennard was already having a bad, like he had those first 2 games he was good. After that, he started falling off. He started falling off way before Austin Reeves came back. Without Austin Reeves, I don't think we win Game 6.
Well, Game 6, Reeves played well. Game 5,
but that was his first game back. He didn't play well his first game back. Game 6, he was really good though. I thought. Look, I'm not saying that I got before the season started. I said OKC was gonna go back to back. So I'm not.
Yeah, you might as well take the hat off and go bring back the Toronto hat and knock it off with all of this. You had too much dip on your chip just then.
I'm just saying though, like, I'm never gonna bet against old GOAT James. I don't know what he got up his sleeve. I don't know what GOAT James got up his sleeve.
Listen, bro. Y'all won a series. Y'all weren't supposed to win. It's over. It's over. Stop it. You and your son. Let's do this. Over and under on how many games you think Bronny gonna play in this time? You think it's gonna be lobs to his son this time? Yeah, it might be a 30-point game by the time Bronny come in. Yeah. All that playing Bronny and all that nonsense. Come on, you got your clips.
Why you hating on Bronny?
You got your shining moment. You got.
Why you hating on Bronny? What did
It's over. It's over. Do y'all think Bronny's gonna get checked in the game? We should put a poll up for the people. Y'all think Bronny's gonna play this series? Stop it, man. It's over. I wish they might put Bronny in case of Wallace rip him 4 times at half court like he did last. I wish they might.
Maybe that pissed LeBron off, seeing his son get ripped 4 times like that.
Stop it.
Maybe LeBron gonna summon.
It's a wrap.
I got the Lakers in 6, personally.
Yeah. I bet you do. Yeah, it's a wrap. You don't want to put a shot on that one. You don't want to put a shot on that one. I bet you. Hey.
I mean, I can put a C note on it.
Nah, it's a wrap, man.
Yeah, see, I can put some real paper on it if we want to go there.
I got the Lakers. I ain't giving you no Vegas odds.
I don't want no Vegas odds.
Straight up, you got the Lakers? Don't be talking. Hold on. Yeah, we can make that happen. I think anybody in the world would take that bet happily.
No, I think OKC got too much. Listen, we on the wrong side of the bracket. Well, I guess either side of the bracket. I think Minnesota was a bad. Well, Minnesota post Ant. I think you got a shot, but if you're dealing with San Antonio, just that speed over there is too much. It's the same thing with OKC. So I think OKC and the Spurs are going to be a great Western Conference Finals. It's going to be very interesting to see how they navigate Wemby.
What we wanted to see.
Yeah. Wemby and Chet have been on a collision course since they were like 16 years old. So that's going to be a great, like the package that they're going to put together, showing them over the years is going to be really good. It's a really good Game 7 right now going on Ross with Toronto and Cleveland, man. What we at? Third quarter, points are at a premium. It's all tied up at 49. I'm sorry, second quarter. It's all tied up at 49.
Yeah, about 30 seconds to halftime. 49. Cleveland's on an 11-2 run to kind of close the lead. Man, something about James Harden. I love Cleveland. I love Donovan. James Harden might be bad luck. Cleveland has to win this game.
You said bad luck. No. Let's keep it real. James Harden is not a good player when the money's on the line.
Oh my goodness, Donovan. Ooh.
Oh, let me see. Donovan. Hold on. I'm behind you a little bit. 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, he hit the 3?
Nah.
Oh, he missed that.
No, I was gonna say Donovan's bag. You know, the kids talk about bag. Donovan got some shit. Like
No,
Donovan.
he's nice.
So,
No, he's nice.
I thought James Harden coming over there, and like we've seen Donovan have these defining playoff moments and great moments.
Yeah.
I mentioned my Magic. He dropped 50 in the game 7 against Orlando a couple years ago. Like he has these moments, and I'm thinking bringing James Harden with this team that unlocks the lob, the Mobley. You know, they should be able to like Eastern Conference Finals, Cleveland at least. Man, like they should not be in this game 7. Now, to Toronto's point, they just play great defense, bro. They long, scrappy, athletic. Uh, RJ Barrett out of nowhere. I mean, he has a great moment in last game, hit the game winner. Brandon Ingram won them a game, then got hurt. Then the guy that comes in for
That's what's
Brandon.
listen, Brandon. If Brandon Ingram was like healthy, I think they would be good.
Well, Brandon Ingram went from pouting at the beginning of the series to because he said the coach had him setting screens. Then
I would ship his ass out. I ship his ass to Memphis with his girlfriend.
But then he wins them a game. Then he gets hurt, and you think, okay, that's gonna hurt. And then the guy that comes in for him, the Walter kid, has 24 and has a great game. So you look at Toronto, like they just had some great contributions from guys who you ain't really decide. But I think it's really James Harden. You ain't been James Harden. So now you got, I mean, James Harden, you can't get outplayed by Brandon Ingram.
He has been James. See, y'all thinking, I've been up close and personal with James Harden. I know what to expect from James Harden come playoff time. See, y'all was under the impression that he was going to do something different. Not me. See, y'all and Donovan, y'all thought he was going to do something different. I didn't think he was going to do nothing different. I thought what we're seeing now is what we're going to see. No defense and missing shots. That's what I thought we was going to see. If I'm Toronto, I'm shipping B.I., Brandon Ingram, I'm shipping your ass out this offseason. You don't like how we run the offense? Cool. Let's get you up out of here. Let me see. Who's on that Memphis team? Because I know you want to be with your lady. So let me see. Who can we get from Memphis?
Nobody.
Let me see. Who we like from Memphis? Let me see. Jesus Christ. It's a bad roster.
Nobody. You can ship Ja to Toronto.
Yeah, we can't get that. We might have to put something with that though. So we put B.I. and something else. Maybe we'll take. Let me see. I'm looking at the roster.
Give me B.I. and give me your young boy from Texas,
the point guard shit. Boy, that's a bad squad they got in Memphis. Boy, that's a terrible team. Yeah, maybe I take the kid. Maybe I take the what's the cat name? Santi Al. What's his name?
Oh, Aldama.
I might take him. I might take Aldama. Give me Aldama. Give me, I'm a big fan of Clayton. Give me Aldama, Clayton. Maybe some picks. I might rock with that.
Yeah.
And I'll give you Brandon Ingram.
Yeah. So I'm looking. But you can't have RJ Barrett averaging 24 and 8 in the playoffs against you, bro. We know what RJ Barrett. I mean, he is shooting the ball well. He's shooting 42. Scotty Barnes shooting 35 from 3. Brandon Ingram was shooting 39 from 3. Your boy from Texas shooting 35.
Yeah, shout out to shit.
So they all are kind of shooting the ball well. But yeah, Ingram gave you 12 points a game in that series. Ingram, you might be gone. I heard Lou Young, and he's one of my favorite guys on the internet, comedian. You know Lou Young, right?
Play football.
Making a good point. He was saying it take a certain type of personality to have that celebrity girlfriend and all the hoopla and all the paparazzi and all that, and rise your level of play. Not too many guys do that. And when they say the Kardashian curse and all that, it's really just now you in the spotlight. Now you got to deal with so much stuff outside of whatever sport you're playing. Sometimes you kind of lose focus or your priorities get a little shoved. And I think Brandon Ingram, even though you've taken a rise in popularity, you got the girlfriend, y'all.
But you would think though, B.I. was a big recruit out of high school. He went to Duke. He was a one and done at Duke. Like, you would think, and he was a top 3 pick, right?
Yeah.
You would think that, like, I mean, listen, anytime that you go to Duke and you're a big recruit, that means that, like, in high school you were you were the guy, right? So you were one of the top guys in the country.
Oh yeah, he was one of the top guys in the country.
Yeah.
Then I remember, no, he was number 2 pick. They chose him over Jaylen Brown. Lakers chose him over Jaylen Brown.
I mean, yeah, I understand it because how tall is? What is he, like 6'8", 6'9"? Can shoot, 6'9". Handle.
Yeah.
Like he was a monster when he was at for that 1 year.
Yeah, it was Ben Simmons 1, Ingram 2, Jaylen Brown 3.
Wow, that's and hold on, say that again. What year is that?
2016. Ben Simmons 1, Brandon Ingram 2, Jaylen Brown 3.
Let's talk about that real quick. Can we have a conversation about that?
There weren't too many other good guys, so those guys was at the top.
No, that's fine, but let's just have a conversation about that, right? I'm not mad at that order because I think that order makes sense for at that time. But like when we fast forward now to Jewels and the Necklace, we got a guy who I still don't know what the story is with Ben Simmons. He just like I don't know what happened. Like he's 6'10" and can do like he was supposed to be the light-skinned LeBron James. No, let's keep it a buck because he can do everything. Didn't he make a couple defensive players like defensive teams? Like,
oh yeah. So Ben Simmons in his short career, 7 years, 3 All-Stars, 2 All-Defensive teams, and 1 All-NBA.
That's what I'm saying. Like Ben Simmons,
Rookie of the year.
Like Ben Simmons was supposed to be a light-skinned LeBron. Like he can play defense,
bro.
Like,
and all that was the first 4 years of his career. He fell off after 4 years. That was all in the first 4 years.
He was never as offensively gifted as LeBron was, right? Because like people like they do LeBron a disservice. Like if you go back and watch them St. Vincent St. Mary's games, LeBron was a effing bucket. I actually argue with my partners all the time. I tell them, they say he had something with his elbow, and a lot of players develop this. Iverson developed it, right? That's why he started wearing the shooting sleeve, is where you develop like something in your elbow, like a bursa sac or like tennis elbow from like shooting. And if you go back, I challenge everybody, go back and look at LeBron's shooting form when he first came in the league. I promise you, it is picture perfect. It's picture perfect. Here's the weird thing about LeBron, and here's why another point why he's the GOAT. He's a natural left-hander. He's naturally left-handed. He writes with his left hand. Yeah. But he throws and shoots a basketball with his right hand.
You think that was taught to him?
I don't know how the hell that happened. I think LeBron probably, you know what I think? I haven't read anything to like give me any real information, but here's what I think. Because LeBron has, always just been so physically dominant and like bigger than his peers, I think that he just saw the rest of his peers doing it with their right hand and he just wanted to be regular. So he just did it with his right hand and he just, was just able to do it just because he's just that gifted. You know what I'm saying? Like people who are like, here's what's crazy. I'm going to tell you a crazy story. I promise you, right hand to the man, this is a real story. And this is a story from my family. Here's how crazy being left-handed is. I'm old enough, Ross, to remember when people thought being left-handed might be like some devil shit. I promise you. My sister, when I was young, my sister's 2 years younger than me. And I remember my sister started off writing with her left hand. I remember my mom, I remember being little and watching my mom like smack her left hand to make her not write with her left hand and make her right-handed.
See, nowadays, that's why I said you think it's taught. Nowadays, I know, especially in our culture, like I got an uncle who, as a kid, he would feed my little nephew with his left hand. He would put stuff in my little nephew's left hand unconsciously, making him ambidextrous. So that way, okay, when he gets older, he gonna be able to use his left hand. Now, my little cousin ain't even really like basketball like that, but that was something like his dad always
Right.
said, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make him left hand. I'm gonna make him ambidextrous. You know, so like that's why I ask you with LeBron, do you think maybe it was okay, you whatever your dominant hand is, we're gonna teach you. Knowing
Man,
that you know what I'm saying, we're gonna start you early at
I
using
just think
your
it's greatness, bro. Because Bud Crawford is ambidextrous, the
mm-hmm.
boxer. Like I just think it's just like, bro, like, like sometimes you just get to a peep. Like it's funny in sports sometimes, right? Like you can be super competitive all you want to. You can be a really good athlete, and sometimes you just go up against people who are just like
ridiculous.
yeah, it's just nothing you can do. Like physically, it's just nothing you can do, bro. You know what I'm saying? You get to I remember like my first love was track. You know what I'm saying? I ran in the Junior Olympics multiple times and all that stuff, right? I got medals from the Junior Olympics. Don't get it messed up out there. I medaled in the Junior Olympics now, right? But you get to a point to where it's just like you run or you play and like you play certain sports, you just like, yeah, that motherfucker's just like I've hit a ceiling. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I don't know if I can get to that level. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think it is something to be said with people who try to make their kids ambidextrous, but like, man, even if you can try that shit, like it's like the best kid I ever played against, junior high wise, man, at some point we gotta have this conversation, bro. I got to get some of these cats on the show. I would love to get some of these cats I played against back in the day on the show from Houston. Cause we had like such a great class with the TJ Fords and the Daniel Ewens and my man Carlos Hurt, who I played with in high school, who were all three of those I just named were all McDonald's All-Americans, right? All of them played, like Daniel Ewen played at Duke, TJ Ford played at Texas, Carlos Hurt played at Louisville, right? Major schools, right? So I would love to try to get them all on the show at some point, and I think I can probably pull it off. TJ does commentary for the Spurs. My man Rashad Lewis, who I played in high school with, he's a coach on the Spurs now, right? I got to probably try to highlight him and get him on the show. But anyway, I'm just saying all that to say the best player I remember when we were like in junior high, it was a kid, bro, named I'm gonna say his name. If somebody see this, they see it. Let me clip this out. If somebody see it, they see it. It was a kid named Corey. What's his name? Corey. Was it Smith? Corey. I don't remember his last name. First name was Corey. I know that for a fact. Bro, he was so good in junior high. I was like, what am I watching? He could shoot with either hand. So we were scouting him because my junior high team was really, really good. Like we had like 3 dudes dunking. We had a white boy that had a pistol, and he was our starting quarterback. You know the score, right? This brother, no, Jackson, that was his name, Corey Jackson. Bro, we watching him play in a tournament. Cause we get ready to play him next. And we like, what hand is he? I swear he just shot with his right hand, but now he's shooting left. He was shooting with either hand. He would come down. If he was on the right side, he would shoot right-handed. If he was on the left side, he would shoot left-handed. It was the most amazing, like as an 8th grader, it was the most amazing shit I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
Plus he had bounce and was dunking in 7th, 8th grade. I was like, what is happening right now? Right? Like how does, and see, I didn't remember.
Our age, you looking like we're the same age. Like this is crazy.
And so here's the craziest part. I knew him from track. We ran on the same track team. So I didn't even know he hooped. I just knew this motherfucker from being fast. So I'm like, he's fast as hell, right? He can jump. He high jump like 6'5", 6'6" from what I heard, right? He's fast as shit. He's probably, I think his height didn't really never measure out. I think he probably capped out at like 6'3". But he can shoot with both hands just as good with either hand. He was the most amazing player I'd ever seen in my life in Houston. But like he just never, like his growth. What's the channel? Stunted growth. His growth got I don't even know he played in. I don't think he even got to college. I think high school is where he like fizzled out. I think he had a couple kids in high school. No disrespect. I think from what I heard, he had a couple kids in high school. I knew a couple broads he was messing with. You know what I'm saying? And it got messed up. But I'm just saying though, like, to your point, Ross, I don't know if you can quote unquote make somebody that, right? Like make somebody. I think like everything I heard about Bud Crawford is just like that's just who he was naturally.
Yeah.
I think it has to be a level of natural, and you have to just cultivate that natural thing in them, right? Like, I don't know why LeBron shoots right-handed, but he does everything else with his left hand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's just like sometimes, bro, you just gotta, like your man. Again, I'm gonna go back to your man T. Shannon. He's going left
every time.
You gotta stop it though.
Yeah.
And look, I didn't even realize. I'm watching the game. I'm like, the way he plays. No disrespect to him. This is not disrespect. This is actually a compliment. He's so fast that he doesn't play like he's 6'5", 6'6", because he's so fast.
Right.
He's fast, and you think he's 6'2".
Right.
Because of how fast he is. And he's like, hold on, he's 6'6"?
Right. See, people don't realize though, T. Shan, so I'm looking, I got him pulled up. Like his last year at Illinois, he averaged 23 a game. He shot 36 from 3, 48 from the field. Like T. Shan really
at Illinois.
Yeah, like he's a bucket getter. Yeah, I'm looking, man. You said the first time you get around somebody and they just physically gifted. So I tell everybody. So my best friends, they played at a much higher level. So my boy transfers from our local school to Montverde, and this is early Montverde. This is Joel Embiid. Went all the videos of him on the JV team.
Right. He don't know what the goal is.
It's before they went on their national winning all these, but like it's still Montverde. They're getting there. And
eventually, hold on, if I'm not mistaken, Mount Verde, they had Ben Simmons and who was the
yeah. This is before Ben Simmons, Cade, all of them went through
before. Okay, gotcha.
This is before. So I graduated in 2012. My boy transferred there. He was class of 2010. So this is like 2009. My boy ended up going to Cincinnati right after Lance Stevenson. So this is like in that era. Him and Tristan Thompson, same class. So Montverde would have their tournament, which was the Montverde Invitational. Then you had City of Palms. City of Palms is the legendary tournament down south where John Wall made his name. And then Montverde would have their tournament. So at Montverde's tournament, Finley Prep comes.
That's Las Vegas, right? Finley Prep?
Vegas. That's Tristan Thompson, Anthony Bennett. Montrose Christian, which is where KD this year, this was Terrence Ross. This was a couple guys. It was a kid named Justin Anderson. I don't know if you remember left hand Justin Anderson, light skin that went to Virginia when they won the championship.
Super familiar. Yeah, I know Justin Anderson. Yeah.
Anthony Bennett was the number one. He played at Finley.
UNLV. So he went to UNLV.
Isaiah Austin, the 7-foot kid from Baylor.
Yep.
All those kids are my
eye shit, right? He had the shit. No, he had like some physical shit, right? Didn't he?
He had like a heart condition.
There you go.
All those kids
wore the goggles though, right?
The first time I seen them was at that tournament. They was all freshmen. This when I'm a freshman.
Oh wow!
Now, mind you, my freshman team, like this is in the time where your jersey like a freshman, you could tell was a freshman.
Right.
Like a freshman. Your jersey will be a little looser than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It looked like it's a little too big for you.
Yeah.
Like seeing Anthony Bennett, I gotta put up. He was 6'8", 240 going into college.
Jesus Christ.
To see Justin Anderson 6'6", 230. These dudes was this big freshman year.
Wow.
Bro, watching that tournament and seeing these guys, I'm like, wait, hold on. You telling me they're my age? you know, like he 14? You know what I'm saying? Bro, I tell you everything. It changed. Like, that's the reality of sport. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm never making it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you see like the other side.
It turns into like, okay, they trained their life for this. You know what I'm saying? This is a hobby for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I like doing this.
They trained their life for this. They were born for this. It's a difference. That's the difference. LeBron James was born to be this. Yeah. You don't just blunder up on that body with that coordination, because we see a lot of guys who might have the body, you don't have the coordination.
Right.
I'm from Florida. We got a lot of athletes.
Right.
There ain't a lot of athletes that got the total package. You might be good at basketball and be dumber than a box of rocks.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to have all the and basketball can kind of cover up some of the other stuff, but after a while it's gonna hit the fan. So it's like these guys are literally like God built. Like you say, T. Shan, for him to be 6'6" and be as fast.
He's fast. I don't know ever seen a 6'6" player that fast, bro. He's fast.
Like he's John Wall fast.
No, 100%. He's fast, bro.
Yeah, and still be able to have the court like with him. He need to slow down a little bit and be a little bit more controlled. But like, I'd rather have to slow you down than have to teach you how to speed up. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. No. That's why I looked him up, because I was like, let me see how tall he is. Because I was like, he's dunk. Because like when I'm seeing him dunk and he's taking off and like this is above the rim, I'm like, hold on, how tall is he? Right? Like then he's 6'6", but like how is he that fast? Like that was the thing with LeBron, is that like he's 6'8", but like LeBron played football and he's like a 4'5", 40 guy, right?
Right.
So you talk about a guy who's 6'8". What is LeBron? 260, 70?
Yeah.
Running a 4'5".
Early LeBron, when he was like, he looked like a receipt, like he looked like a freaking Randy Moss with muscles.
Right.
And then Bron just, I think the thing with Bron, and we know I'm the Bron hater, but the thing, Bron has the greatest athlete body, pause, that we've ever seen. And agreed. I think second to him in a different form, it would be Wemby. But like as far as like just like complete body, Bron has the, like Bron could have been successful in any sport with that body right there.
Yeah. Pause. No. Yeah, super pause. But yeah, he's he's ridiculous. But the guy, and I feel bad because I heard Gilbert Arenas say this maybe about a year ago. The guy though that like is the ultimate athlete, but I don't know if he ever played any different sports, is Vince Carter. Like I don't know if he ever played any different sports. I know he was in the band and shit, which is weird that he was playing in the damn band.
Vince Carter was a freak athlete.
Yeah,
you hear some crazy stories in Florida. He was in the high school around my dad's time, my dad and my uncles.
Yeah.
He out of Daytona, so that's like 45 minutes away.
I'm about 30, 45 minutes. Yeah.
And like in high school, they tell stories about vets catching like out of bounds play alley-oops over the whole team. They like, you hear these stories about vet like the sticking his arm in the rim. It was like, oh yeah, that was like it, like that was Vince Carter created that. That's crazy if you really think of it. Everybody was like, that's how high he was. Like he could literally stick his whole arm in the rim. Like it's crazy.
Like I think his McDonald's All-American game dunk contest is better than his NBA. Like people don't understand like how, like I always tell folks this, Ross, and I don't know how you feel about this statement I'm finna make. I tell people this all the time. If you find a great athlete, I promise you their high school tape is better than what you're seeing now.
Oh yeah.
Because in high school, you're like lean. That's the leanest you are, right? Mm-hmm. And your athleticism is at 100, but you're super lean, right? So like, this is why when we see like a Zion's high school tape, it looks insane.
Aaron Gordon, freak. Aaron Gordon, yeah.
Bro, you know who I played against one time? I was in 8th grade. I was playing up. We played against Corey Maggette. Oh my God. You remember Corey Maggette?
Oh, Orlando Magic. Yeah.
Bro, listen, let me tell you something.
Bucket.
Corey Maggette was the first ever one and done at Duke. Nobody had ever been one and done at Duke ever. He was one and done at Duke before that was a thing.
where he went to Clippers out of Duke.
Yep, to the Clippers. Yep.
Yep.
Corey Maggette, bro. We played against him in 8th grade. I promise you. If I'm lying, I'm flying, and my feet ain't left the ground. Every single point he scored was a dunk. Every point was a dunk. I was like, what is happening, bro? Like, what is going on? Like, out of bounds plays, dunk.
That's what they say about Vince.
I was like, and he was the first dude that, like, physically, he, like, looked. It was like, okay, yeah, this is different. That summer, my 8th grade summer, bro, I played against him. I played against a point guard from North Carolina. He ended up playing in the NFL. What's my dude's name? God dang, he played with Jason. He played with Capel's brother. Let me pull him up real quick. I'm just gonna drive me crazy. He ended up playing receiver for the Raiders though. Hold on. Played football Raiders. Hold on. What's my dude's name? God dang it. That ain't give me nothing. Hold on. North Carolina point guards. What's my dude's name, Ross? Hold on. Let me go to the roster. 2002 UNC basketball. Basketball. No, you're going to know it. As soon as I say the name, you're going to be like, oh, okay. You're going to know the name. Roster. What's my dude's name? There we go. Hold on. Here we go. No, that's not it. Damn, he older than that. Hold on. He was, because I played him in 90. So this is 90. So let's say 2000.
UNC 2000.
Yeah, so like two.
That's like
2000.
After Rasheed.
Yeah, Ronald Curry. That's the name. Ronald
Curry. Yeah,
Ronald Curry, bro. I played against Ronald Curry. He made me rethink playing basketball. I was like, hold on. How am I supposed to this? Bro, you don't understand. He was a junior. That was the summer before his senior year in high school. That was my summer before I was going to be a freshman in high school. So I was in 8th grade playing up on a high school team, right? Ronald Curry was a junior that year. Bro, you don't understand how big Ronald Curry was, fam.
Yeah, I'm looking. It say 6'2", 200.
Bro, I don't think you understand, fam. I was like, what am I supposed to?
Yeah.
I was like, what am I supposed to do with any of this?
Yeah.
Ronald Curry was a monster, and he played with
so that was class in 98.
Yeah, and he played with Jason Capel was on his AAU team. Jason Capel's brother was Jeff Capel, who played at Duke. Jason Capel played at North Carolina.
So out of that 8, it was him and Rashard Lewis.
Yeah, Rashard Lewis, because that's what I'm saying. Like Rashard Lewis was my man's at the time. Rashard was playing for Houston Hoops. I was playing for a different team, but Rashard was on Houston Hoops at that time. Houston Hoops, fam, that used to be, I don't know if it's still that way, but Houston Hoops was the team in Houston. If you made the Houston Hoops squad, then you were like the guy in the city.
In Florida, they know about Houston Hoops.
Houston Hoops was the squad. Like that was like, if you make that team, you like the best players in the city. You know, fun fact, Swagoo from Louisiana, he actually played on Houston Hoops.
Yeah, I just watched the special about him talk about his son and them showing some of the clips of him playing basketball. Man, shout out Swagoo. I like Swagoo. Yeah.
His wife was a hooper.
Yeah, that's what they showed. Yeah.
His wife was a hooper. Okay, let's get to the Eastern Conference real quick before we get up out of here for the night. Because right now I'm watching my Toronto Raptors are losing in the third quarter, 51-60. Low scoring game, 51-60. 7 minutes left. I guess it's not low scoring. 7 minutes left in the third quarter, 51-60. Cleveland is up on Toronto right now. I think Scotty Barnes is, you know me, I call Scotty Barnes Giannis Jr. I think he's the next Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm a big fan of Scotty Barnes' game. I think they need one more piece over there. I like RJ Barrett. But I think they need somebody. I think they need somebody in. I think RJ Barrett should probably be their third best scorer. Right now, he's like their number 2 guy because Ingram's been hurt a lot, and I don't think Ingram really likes their team. So I would ship Ingram out and get somebody else in there personally.
Let me propose something.
Let's go.
Now, Denver, they're in the crossroads. Would you think about sending Jamal Murray to Canada and seeing what you can get? Jamal Murray might go crazy in Toronto.
So hold on, you saying for who? For Ingram?
You could put Jamal and RJ together.
I don't think Denver would do that for RJ.
No. Jamal and RJ are that's Team Canada backcourt right there.
No. Okay. That's what I'm saying though. So you saying
I would go after either Scotty. I know Scotty probably no.
Yeah. We ain't talking about Scotty.
So give me Ingram and give me. I don't know. I would need
Ingram's an all-star. We ain't giving you nothing else if we give you. Matter of fact, y'all got to give us something else. Y'all got to give us a pick.
Huh? You don't think Jamal Murray?
Jamal Murray has 0 all-star appearances,
but he in the West. So is Ingram in the West.
I don't give a damn. That's not my problem.
So
but now we finna send you to the East.
Jamal Murray got a chip.
What that mean?
And he averaged 25 this year.
Okay, here's the deal. We're gonna send you BI. We're gonna need Jamal Murray and a pick. Minimal.
I think Jamal Murray to Toronto might. Hey, y'all heard it here first. I think that might be on the cards.
I think that would be really good for Barnes. I think Jamal Murray coming over there with Barnes. I think you would also put RJ Barrett in probably his correct position. I like that. I really do like that.
And that's crazy. I type it in and I literally see this is some speculation. They say Atlanta,
I like that.
Atlanta, Toronto, Atlanta, him and Nickel, that would be a Toronto backcourt. But yeah, Memphis. I see Memphis on the cards. I see the Heat. I could see Jamal going to the Heat. He would be a Miami Heat type of guy.
Nah, he's a little chubby boy. He not in shape boy. Pause. He a little chubby. No, real talk.
They say the Clippers on there too. I could see the Clippers.
Oh, yeah, he could. He's gonna go to the Clippers. That's where he's gonna go. If he leaves, he's going to the Clippers. He's going to go to California. Yeah, he's gonna go over there and chill. It'll be too much pressure on him to go back to the 6. Because if he goes to the 6, they're gonna want him to really compete. And like, bro, Barnes is the guy. Like, he's never played with. Let me see. Hold on. What's the score? 57-64.
57-64. Back-to-back turnovers.
Yeah, bad turnovers too.
Yeah.
Those are bad turnovers. Look. Another turnover. How the hell your center get a steal? Shout out to Jared Allen, man. He went to the University of Texas. But this is what you get when you got RJ Barrett running your point. He's not a point guard. Coach K tried to make RJ Barrett a point guard. He's not a point guard, bro. I know RJ Barrett, I'm sure in Canada or even in the U.S., when he was in high school was a cheat code. Because look at how big he is. He can handle the ball. What is he, 6'8", 6'9"? He can handle the ball. He's a cheat code in high school, fam. Nobody can guard him in high school. I
think the league figured out he was left hand, right?
That's my point. He's going left. He's going left, fam. Like, I don't tell y'all, he's going left. Okay, so who do you like when we're talking the East, right? We got a couple of teams that advanced already. We know we're going to have Philly versus New York.
Yeah, and shout out to Knicks because I was on here saying Atlanta over New York. First couple games, it looked like Atlanta. New York, I think New York really we want to run from it. I think New York got to be the favorite in the East.
Hold on. In the East?
If you look at it, I mean,
wow.
they took down Boston the year
Yeah.
prior. Their
Right.
kryptonite has been Indiana. Well, Indiana ain't in it. So if you look at New York, I mean, you got Philly. They're matching up against Philly. It's New York and Philly.
Yeah. They got enough bodies to go against Philly.
I like Philly, and I think Philly's scary with Embiid. If New York plays it right, and if you can use Towns, I think Towns can make it tough for Embiid because you got a guard. And from what I saw with Embiid, even though he had a couple good games, his mobility still ain't there. If you can challenge him defensively with another big that'll make him have to move, Towns gonna bring him out to the 3-point line.
Yeah.
I'm going New York. I'm going New York. Like, hey, we say what we want about Brunson. Brunson gonna show up. It's hard to win in the Garden.
It is difficult to win.
It's hard to win in that Garden. Them fans are nuts.
Facts.
Matter of fact, we saw a couple years ago, Philly, Michael Rubin had to buy the tickets to stop the New York fans from taking over that arena. The Knicks,
That's a fact.
I'm going Knicks.
And you know, Kelly Oubre, I think is going to be a big factor in this series. I would love to see how many minutes he gets. Like Kelly Oubre and Paul George, I think are going to be big in this series because can they deal with what's my dude's name they got over there in New York?
OG,
yeah. They got to do a number on OG. Pause.
OG had a hell of a series.
That's what I'm saying. Between Kelly Oubre and Paul George, they got to deal with OG, and I don't know how much they can deal with OG. Josh Hart, from the Knicks' perspective, all they need from Josh Hart is to do is play defense. Whatever he gives us on offense is a bonus.
So shout out my man Stephen A's little nephew. He's funny. Josh, his name is. He be on breaking down the Knicks. He love the Knicks. And he said it perfectly, I think. Josh Hart, your job is to – Josh Hart's sole job is don't let Edgecombe get off.
Mm-hmm.
That's your job. We don't need the rookie having no 30-point games. Don't let Edgecombe get off. We're going to throw Bridges on Maxey. We got OG for Paul George.
Right.
Josh Hart, you can't let Edgecombe get off.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, and look, it's literally that simple. It's literally that simple.
Shout out Edgecombe though, because that's easier said than done. Because Edgecombe,
he's having a.
He ain't scared. He ain't like I love that he has not looked like it's the playoffs. Nah, he won it.
Yeah, I like he's having a heck of a season.
He's giving me more guts than Paul George. Like Paul George looking like
Jesus. Pause on that. Wow, that's crazy. That was crazy. Pause.
Whoa.
That was crazy. Pause.
Yeah, this got my 5th time this episode. My bad, y'all.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
He's showing more guts, Paul.
There you pause. Jesus.
Paul George.
Look, shout out to Cleveland. Cleveland's up 8 points right now with the ball. Let's see what Cleveland does on my. I'm a little bit behind you, but hold on. Let me see what Cleveland does right here. Oh, bam! Cleveland up 10 right now in the third quarter. Still a low-scoring game, 67-57.
14 on 3 for 8, but James Harden, if you can at least just give us 20, man. We ain't asking for no crazy. Give us 20, man.
Let me ask you. We talked about. You alluded to it earlier. Is Donovan Mitchell able to handle being in a celebrity relationship? Shout out to Coco Jones.
We gotta see. I think Donovan, I think Donovan might be the most underappreciated star in the league. But yeah, we gotta see because in Cleveland, he's had some great regular seasons, and he's had a couple moments in the playoffs. But like, would we consider this Cleveland run with Donovan? Would we consider this a failure, or like, is he just gonna be one of them guys where okay, you always gonna be third or fourth best? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we got to see. I think Donovan, him and his girl though, like shout out Coco. She kind of low key though. She's low key.
No, she is. Man, listen,
That's low key.
Coco's a beautiful woman,
Mm-hmm.
right? She do her thing. You know what I'm saying? She's chill. But you know, as a you know, listen, we talking about the male ego right now, though, Ross. Right? This ain't about just like regular. We talking about the male ego, right? Because like now, how do you navigate when like you know?
Yeah.
Because like right now, for example, right? This ain't got nothing to do with a marriage, but Klay Thompson just broke up with Meg Thee Stallion, and people are bringing up the fact that Klay Thompson used to date Coco.
Yeah, that's what.
And you deal with that now when that's like a lot of people didn't know that.
And I think Donovan probably knew, but now,
of course, Donovan knew. But I'm just saying, like
that being spread across the outlets.
That's what I'm saying. Can you handle that?
Yeah. And
like that becomes the thing. Is like, can you handle what comes with this?
I think that's real. I think even on the other side, we've seen it. Karl Anthony Towns, has he done a good job with it? I don't know. I think he kind of like, as his relationship and Jordan Woods gained her popularity, like Towns was on pace to be okay behind Anthony Davis. Remember, it used to be him and Anthony Davis. Before Joker and Embiid are they the two best big men? It was Anthony Davis and Karl Anthony Towns. Towns in Minnesota before Ant came, it was that's like, right. Okay, he's gonna be the next best big man in the league.
They shipped your ass out because they said, okay, we good on we
no,
got
he started hitting threes, and he fell in love with
that's
3-point.
Right. He won that 3-point contest, remember? At the All-Star.
And he got in that relationship.
Yeah.
And remember what the thing is with Jordan Woods, because remember Tristan Thompson.
Yeah. I'm on this 3 olives tonight, y'all. Just put that out there for y'all.
Shout out all the aunties out there with my auntie keeps some 3 olives, but
that 3 olives go down. Look, it looked like Cleveland finna run away with, at least right now. Cleveland up 59-74.
Don't say that.
I'm gonna say that because I'm going for Toronto.
Don't try to jinx us. No, it's the third quarter. Cleveland's playing well. They got to stay down. Jared Allen is out here dunking in fast break. Like if you got your center out there beating everybody down the court on fast breaks, then
hold on. The University of Texas, we had Jared Allen and we had my boy from the Lakers, right?
Jackson Hayes.
Did we have them at the same time?
Y'all been pretty. No, was it Miles Turner and Jared Allen?
What do we have?
It might have been Miles Turner and Jared Allen. Yeah, y'all been producing a lot of bigs.
Yeah. Who we have at the same? We had another dude with a fro at the University of Texas. I think it was Jackson Hayes, bro.
Oh, I'm looking. Draft.
I know Jack
from Texas. So y'all had Jackson Hayes was 2019.
Okay.
Y'all had so Miles Turner got drafted in 2015 out of Texas center. Jared Allen got drafted 2017. Mo Bamba got drafted 2018, and Jackson Hayes got drafted 2019. So y'all produced 4 centers back to back to back.
Hold on, we had another center though over there. Hold on, it's somebody. Hold on, we missing
all
somebody.
First round picks.
Hold on, we missing somebody though. Hold on.
I can pull up who was on that Texas team.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Hold on, who was on that Texas roster with Jared Allen? What year was he there?
2017 got drafted, so it had to be that year.
Let me see. Hold on, because they was calling themselves the Fro Bros, because both of them had fros. Who the fuck they have?
2016, 2017 Texas Longhorn.
Hold on. University of Tulsa. I'm putting University of Texas Fro Bros. I remember this shit.
He was a big.
Yeah, it was a big.
Shaquille Clear.
They said James Banks. Who the hell is James Banks? Who he play for?
Hold on, I'm looking. So on
Oh,
this
it was James Banks. Okay. I don't think he made the. Yeah, he didn't make the. It was James Banks. He was there when Jared Allen was there. Hold on. Yeah, okay. I remember this cat now. James Banks. Where he from, though? James Banks the third is an American professional basketball player. He played basketball for the Longhorn. Okay, he transferred to Georgia Tech. Okay, there you go. I knew something happened. How tall is he? He played though. He was there though when Jared Allen was there, and he was tall as shit too. That's why I was like, they got him listed at 7 foot 240.
Jared Allen, Round Rock. Where Round Rock near San Antonio, right?
Yeah, that's like Round Rock. That's like Austin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Round Rock is Austin. Yeah, that's that Austin area. Matter of fact, that's where the outlet is up there.
Oh,
so
okay.
No. So there's two outlets. There's an outlet. Okay. There's an outlet in New Braunfels, right? You're going north on 35. You hit the New Braunfels outlets. If you keep going north through Austin, you'll hit that round. It's a Round Rock outlet as well.
Okay.
Out there. So yeah. So shout out to Round Rock. Yeah. So he an Austin baby. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was an Austin cat.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jared Allen, man. But yeah. This is the cat. I thought it was somebody else, but it's this kid. It's this James Banks.
Yeah, I'm looking at y'all Longhorns, man. Y'all produced a lot of guys to the league. Ain't never won nothing.
You a hater.
Shame on y'all. Ain't never won nothing. A lot of guys to the league. What?
You know what I'm saying? DJ Augustine was the point guard for Kevin Durant.
Okay. TJ Ford, Royal Ivy, PJ Tucker, Boobie Gibson, LaMarcus Aldridge, KD, DJ. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
Avery Bradley, Tristan, Corey Joseph.
Yeah, hey, look, a bunch of players.
First round picks too, what?
Yeah.
Ain't won nothing. Probably ain't even I don't even know if these niggas made out the second round.
Hey, TJ Ford made it to the Final Four. He made it to the Final Four.
We're going back to 03 with it. Okay.
They lost to Melo. Ain't no shame in losing to Melo.
Okay. We're going back to 03. Bron James draft. We're going back to Bron draft.
Yeah, because everybody else. Well, hold on. I think Tristan Thompson them, when did they lose? They lost. I think they made it. I think they made it maybe to the second round.
They didn't make it too far, boss.
Yeah, I think they made it to the second round. That was it. They got upset. Because he went to Finley Prep, didn't he?
Yeah. Him and Corey Joseph was on the same high school team.
And they both Canadian, right? I know he's Canadian.
Yeah, they had Anthony Bennett also. That's what I'm saying. They was loaded. That was the greatest high school team I ever seen.
Yeah.
Avery Bradley was the same Avery Bradley in high school.
Yeah, that's tough, guarding Avery Bradley when he picking you up full court like that.
All them bigs, bro. It was nuts.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. That's really tough, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because as a point guard, the last thing you want is a mofo who's gonna pick you up full court every single play.
Yeah, all game, every single play. And their bigs are just jumping at everything.
And people talk about in the league how like he was a pest. I've heard Jeff Teague talk about how like, yeah, bro, Avery Bradley picked me up full court. And I was just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's tough, bro. When somebody can pick you up full court and really make you, you know what I'm saying, have to like move. Yeah, it looked like Cleveland pulling away with this. They up 80-65 in the third quarter, late in the third. They up 15, Ross. They got to be able to hold on and finish this game now.
Yeah.
They should finish this game. So if they finish this game, although that was a great pass, if they finish this game, okay, the winner of this game, they get Detroit, right?
Yes.
Who you like? Let's say it's Cleveland. Detroit,
So,
Cleveland.
I'm going Cleveland in that. That's what I was waiting to see. And the winner of this Detroit, Cleveland. I'm going Cleveland, and I actually think that's a much better matchup for Cleveland. I think with their size and with like they're different than Orlando. I think Mobley would be the X factor in that matchup because now during you got to deal with Allen and Mobley, and then Cade. You kind of take away his going to the rack. Cade shot the ball pretty good against Orlando, but you turn it into Detroit's gonna have to be a jump shooting team,
right?
Yeah, I would take Cleveland, and I think that would be what Cleveland needs. Like if Cleveland gets over this hump, I think they could beat Detroit kind of not easily, but like they could firmly beat Detroit.
So you saying Cleveland in 5? Sound like what you saying? Cleveland in 5,
5 or 6 for sure.
Wow.
Yeah,
I got Detroit in 6.
Let me tell you, I got Cleveland in 6. I got New York in 6. I got New York and Cleveland. That'd be a good one. I would have to say I'd go New York just because I give the environment. Like Madison Square Garden has become, and I know for y'all generation, like y'all know about it. For my generation, we always heard the Garden stories, but the Knicks were bad. During Melo, you had a little run, but the Knicks have been so bad, we haven't really
seen that
and see aura till recently. Like, nah.
The Garden hit different.
Stop having the Garden and have to go play them games over there. If it's ever close, I'm giving the edge to the Knicks.
So I'm taking the Knicks in 7 this round.
This round.
Yeah. I don't think they win in 6. I think they got to go back to the Garden for game 7. And I think they win in 7.
And Detroit or Cleveland's not going to beat in New York.
I just think I like Detroit to beat Cleveland just because I'm looking at Detroit and I'm saying who plays better defense.
But Tobias Harris can't be your second best player for the whole playoffs.
Why not though? So
you think Tobias can do what he did against Orlando? Like I think he had a good series against Orlando because we dumb.
Here's the problem though. That's funny.
I don't really see him doing that against other teams.
Okay, here's the problem. What Tobias did was he started going to the post and eating out of the post. Who's going to guard him in the post for Cleveland?
You got bodies. You got what's the kid? The Tyson kid. They like. So you saying you don't like Cleveland's perimeter defense?
I don't like none of their defense. I don't even think. I think the only
are great defenders.
I think Mobley's overrated defensively. I think Jared Allen's really good defensively. I think Mobley's a bit overrated defensively. James Harden plays zero defense. I think Donovan Mitchell gives you some effort defensively, but that's not what he specializes in. Donovan Mitchell should be this generation's D Wade, and the fact that he's not is a problem to me. So that's my problem. That's my problem with Donovan Mitchell. He should be this generation's D Wade. And I don't think anybody in this generation looks at him like we looked at D Wade in the prior generation.
See, I was Ant is this generation's D Wade.
But you gotta understand though, Ant is a generation behind Spider. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying for Spider's generation. Let me put it that way. Maybe phrase it a little bit different. Like Spider for his generation should be D Wade, and he's not looked at that way. I do agree what you're saying is that Ant is looked at more closely to D Wade, right? But nobody's ever looked at Spider and said that he's D Wade because he doesn't play that level of D. He's never been committed on the defensive end like D Wade was.
You know who I would compare him to?
Who that?
Paul Pierce when he was having them runs in Boston.
But see, the difference is though, like Paul Pierce is 6'8".
More of a guard. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But you know how Paul Pierce was always one of the best guys in the East, but never really considered the best.
Yeah.
Boston would always be, I'm talking before KG. Boston would always be right there on the like brink, but never really got over the hump.
We talking Paul Pierce and Antoine Walker Day.
Right. But like Paul Pierce, I just heard another story about Gerald Green and them guys. He was talking to Tony Allen and them, and they was talking about how Paul Pierce would show up after going out and walk into the practice facility like, who guarding P today? And they he would just bust their ass every single day. And it was like, nah.
But you can do that when you 6'8", 6'9".
But I think that's kind of like I think Donovan, he'll always be among like the top 4, top 5 guys in the East. But can he get over the hump? It'll take.
Is he a top 5 guy in the East right now, Donovan Mitchell? I don't think he is. I would take Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum over him.
No Tatum, he don't count this year. Jaylen Brown, I'm giving you.
Okay, I'm just saying in general.
Hey, we're talking about
Giannis.
Keep going.
That's already 5.
Okay, so if Jason Tatum played and Jaylen Brown's number, thing is Donovan averaged down to 30 every year. So
yeah, but I'm just telling you though, I'm taking like even with that average, I'm still
always top 4. So
I'm still taking Jaylen Brown over him because of what Jaylen Brown gives me defensively. So I'm taking Jaylen Brown, I'm taking Tatum, I'm taking Cade, I'm taking Giannis, and I'm taking. Let me see who else is in the East. Oh, I'm taking Scotty Barnes. I think Scotty Barnes is better.
Oh, stop it! So you taking you? I see this is where you get disrespectful. I was waiting on you to say Jalen Brunson. You take Scotty Barnes over Jalen Brunson?
Yeah. Listen, I'm a small guard, but I can't make up for somebody who's 6'10", 6'11". I mean, I don't know what you want me to do, Ross.
See,
like Scotty Barnes is what is he 6'11", and he brings the ball down and like sets up the offense for Toronto. Like, and he plays defense.
But see, some guys really do this though. That's what I'm saying. That's the thing about Donovan. Donovan really does this. We just ain't seen Donovan.
What does he do defensively though?
Right, but what I do offensively, I can go get 50 in this month.
Can he? I need you to do it tonight. What you doing tonight?
Right, they up 19 points.
Not because of him.
Got 14.
Not because of him. I'm seeing a bunch of Jared Allen. Jared Allen just scored. Jared Allen just
14. Jared Allen got 14.
I just watched Jared Allen miss a free throw, rebound his own free throw, and dunk it. That ain't got nothing to do with Spider. And I like Spider. Pause.
Oh, Jared Allen got 20 and 15 on 7 to 10 shooting. Yeah, Jared Allen.
Saying, bro. Motherfucker only took 10 shots and got 20 and 15. I like Spider. I'm just saying, like, I think Spider, his name and who he's associated with in his personal life has gotten a little bit bigger than like what he is as a player. No disrespect to him.
Okay, I'm gonna just put it like this. This Donovan, over his 9 years in the league, this is playoff numbers.
Okay.
His career average.
9 years?
9 years.
Okay, let's go.
His career average in the playoffs, he averaged 28 a game.
How many playoff games though? A lot of those are like has he been
playoff games.
How many times has he been past the first round though?
His first year, his fourth year.
Because he never played in the Eastern Conference Finals, am I correct? He never played. He never made the Eastern.
I'm gonna go to it. Let's see each team.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's never played in the Eastern Conference Finals, so it's like.
I think they made a Western Conference.
In the bubble, did he make it to the conference finals? I know he went crazy in the bubble.
Okay, right here. His first year, they made the semis. They lost it. So they made second round his first year. He beat OKC that first round. That was DePaul George. He killed them, averaged 29 that first round. They lost semi second round. Then they lost first round in Houston. So back-to-back years lost to Houston. Then he lost to Denver in 7. That was the year he was going nuts. Went to the semis, lost to the Clippers. He was averaging 35 that series. Lost first round to Dallas. That was Luka. That was the year Luka done went to the Western Conference Finals. Came to Cleveland. He lost first round to New York the first year. Second year, that's when he beat Orlando first round, lost second round to Boston. Last year, they lost second round to Indiana. So second round's his peak. So this year, they about to win in 7. All right, let's see if going in second round, he can get over Detroit.
I got Detroit beating them.
It is with Detroit. They ain't got out of second round. They say Detroit hadn't won the playoff series in
2008, I think.
Something like that, like 18, 19 years.
It's been a minute.
And I don't know. Man, I love Tobias Harris. Shout out to Tobias. He stole a lot of money from Orlando. I don't know how long like Cade is just gonna be able to do everything himself. And then, okay, Tobias giving us these 25.
But Cade is one of the best players in the NBA, Ross. This is what you're supposed to do when you're one of the best players in the league, right?
That's what I'm saying. So is Donovan Mitchell.
But, like, I don't know if he's that good, though. I don't know if he's as good as Cade.
Hey, man. Donovan's playoff average is 28 a game, bro. That's among active players. When it's time for the playoffs, Donovan is at the top of the list.
I'm just telling you, I don't know. Give me Cade. Listen, I would love for Spider to show up and play well. Right? I like who he chose as a mate. I think Coco a bad mofo, right? I got a lot.
You keep trying to make it about Coco. See that?
I'm just saying. I got a lot of respect for. I think he got great taste in women, right?
You know what I'm saying? You trying to disrespect.
I'm not disrespecting him. I'm just saying, like we talked about it earlier, that like maybe it's difficult to play when you got a celebrity relationship as well. Like that's tough. That's tough to like think about like what players have we known that had celebrity relationships that really played well? I don't think we know a guy who had a celebrity relationship and won a chip. That's all I'm saying. So he's navigating uncharted waters.
Okay, look, let me just give you the short list. This is NBA career playoff leaders.
Okay.
Points per game. The GOAT is number 1. Michael Jordan averages 33 points in the playoffs.
Okay.
Luka Doncic is number 2. He averaged 31 points in the playoffs.
That's courtesy of Paul George and Kawhi. Go ahead.
Allen Iverson is number 3. He averaged 29.7. Kevin Durant, number 4. He averaged 29.29.
Watch this next name.
Jerry West is number 5. He averaged 29.13. LeBron James averaged 28.28.
And he's not even a scorer.
And Donovan Mitchell is 7th all time at 27.87.
Now, the problem with
Donovan is in that category, bro.
No, here's the problem, what you just said. Everybody else before Donovan has played in multiple NBA finals.
Allen Iverson played in 1, but keep going.
Okay, my bad. At least one NBA finals.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Donovan Mitchell has never even made it to an Eastern Conference Finals. Forget an NBA Finals.
This year's the time. That's why I think this year's the time. I'm just letting you know what type of cloth he's cut from. I'm letting you know what type of cloth.
I don't think he's cut from that cloth, but okay.
But you and I know that's what your star. Like, don't tell me you're a superstar, and when it's playoff time, you go from averaging 25 points to 23 points. That's what we just knocked De'Aaron Fox for. When the lights come on bright,
but
my star to elevate. That's why we love Ant, because it seems like every time the lights get bright, that young fella show up. That's why we like Luka. That's why Luka is number 2 on that list.
Here's the difference,
regardless of how much he don't play defense.
The difference, though, is that like sometimes you can get blown out and you can still just like have points scored. Like you didn't do anything to affect winning. right? Like y'all got blown out. You didn't play no defense. Like it's so it can be difficult. But listen, I like as a player. I think Donovan Mitchell's a really good player. As a human, I think he's a really good human. He's a great example for young kids. He's he's settled down. Married a beautiful woman. Like I have no qualms with Donovan Mitchell, so I'm not like taking no shots. I don't fuck with his counterpart, right? I don't mess with him. I think Donovan Mitchell's a good cat.
Yeah, we need to unpack. What's your beef with James Harden? Like, what?
I think James Harden's the most overrated player in the history of the NBA.
See, that's crazy. That don't even sound right.
It sounds great. I don't know if we've ever seen a player more overrated than James Harden.
That's crazy.
Ross, people are saying he's the third best shooting guard of all time, and he has one NBA Finals appearance, and he was a sixth man in that.
Right, but if we talk about individual accomplishment,
what did he accomplish individually?
His accolades are crazy.
So why didn't those accolades align with winning?
Because the greatest team ever assembled, we couldn't beat. The same reason why you put guys on them all-time lists that couldn't beat Jordan. You put guys on them all-time.
Hold on. Let me put this up on the screen real quick. Why fans in NBA, they are not passionate as fans in Euro basketball. Fans in NBA, they go watch the NBA games just for chilling and drinks and drink as they watch movie and cinema. I disagree with that. I think we have some very passionate NBA fans. I think we don't highlight them.
It's not like Europe though.
Well, hold on. Like when you say it's not like Europe, like what are you saying that like they do in Europe that's different from here in the States?
So okay. That's a great question. And the way he phrased the question, I can tell he's probably somebody from Europe or something. So maybe he can tap in and give us a little like if what I'm saying is right. But I think in Europe it's more like how NBA, you're a Laker fan. You have no you
I'm
are
not a Laker fan. I'm a LeBron James fan. But
you're a LeBron James fan, even to my point. You're going to follow LeBron wherever he goes, whether you have a tie to that team or city or whatever. And Europe is more pride because they root for the team that represents the part of the city or country. Like in Europe, if you're from Athens, you're going to root for Athens. If you're from Madrid, you're going to root for Madrid. If you're from Barcelona, you're going to root for Barcelona.
But that's a fundamental difference, though.
You like Barcelona's soccer team. You like Barcelona's basketball team.
But that's
Barcelona.
See,
so with us, it's more like college. We're more passionate about college because college is where I went to school, or it's where my family, we all grew up going to school there, or either like I'm a Gator fan because my family's from Gainesville. So I'm rocking with the Gators, regardless of if they traded and lost all their players. This new crop of players that come in, I'm still gonna be a Gator fan. With you, if LeBron get traded next year, you're gonna be a fan of whatever team he gets traded. So you really have no passion and no like you're not going crazy for this team. You can say, no, I'm just a LeBron fan. I'm just here because LeBron here.
Right.
So
yeah.
Whereas in Europe, Joker said it after they lost. Joker said, if this was Europe, we'd all be fired. And my homies that played in Europe, they was laughing. They said the same thing. And Europe, if you go on a bad 4-game losing streak and it looked terrible, it'd be a whole new team. We're still passionate for this team. We're not attached to the players. We're not attached to the storylines. It ain't. I don't like the Warriors because I like Steph Curry. No, I like the Warriors because I'm gonna like whoever play for the Warriors.
But see, that's a fundamental difference, though, Ross. What you're describing, and you're correct in what you're describing, but like that's such a flawed system because you're saying that based on where I'm born, I now have to, because I'm born here, have to like every team from this area, right? Like that's how
it is, though.
Yeah, that's how their fandom is. Our fandom doesn't go that way. Our fandom says, right, I can be born over here, but my favorite player is Larry Bird. My favorite player is Magic Johnson. My favorite player is Michael Jordan. My favorite player is Kobe Bryant, is Shaquille O'Neal, is Hakeem Olajuwon, is Clyde Drexler, right? So like, yes, I'm born in Minnesota, but my favorite player is over there in Florida somewhere, right? It's D Wade. So
now
I'm born in Minnesota, but my favorite player is D Wade.
So now I'm a Miami Heat fan.
Yes, because that's my favorite player. He said, I'm from France. I'm from France. It's more about our team, and we go to watch all our team games. And NBA, even the tickets is so expensive. Yeah, well, yeah, and Euro. Yeah, so listen, we subscribe to capitalism over here. So, right, like they're going to get the most they can get.
And shout out France, because basketball in France, I mean, we look at all these guys coming out of France.
A lot of guys. Shout out to Sarr. You know,
France
what I'm saying?
is going to have the closest chance to compete with the NBA, with the USA
over
team.
the next couple of years. Yeah, they got a lot of guys coming out of France.
You got a real.
Wemby's sister apparently is really good.
Yeah. But I think, okay, so if you can tell us who's your team in France and why do you follow your team? I guess that'd be a good question.
He says, we feel part of it. See, like we've learned a lesson here in America. We've learned a lesson here in America that we know these teams are going to do what they do. So we don't like me. I've never felt quote unquote part of a team because I know that team, they can like in a moment pivot, change, and go in a different direction. Take the 76ers. Remember, it was trust the process, right? And then it became, oh, well, hold on. Now we're moving on from the process. So it's like, yeah, like people in Philly, just because you're from Philadelphia doesn't mean you got to be a diehard Philadelphia 76ers fan or a Philadelphia Phillies fan in baseball or a Philadelphia Flyers fan. Now you're it's more prone that you are going to be like me. I'm from Houston. So I love to see the Astros do good. I love to see the Texans do good. I love to see the Rockets do good, right? Like I root for them to play well, right? Like you from Orlando, right? From the Orlando area. So y'all don't got a baseball team necessarily, but if the Florida Marlins playing well or the Tampa Bay Rays playing well, you want to see them do good.
I was gonna say, but I kind of agree with what he's saying, and I kind of agree with more so like, for example, I wear a lot of hats.
Yeah.
For so long, I was wearing all these different baseball team hats, simply just to match. So if I want to wear black and yellow, I'm gonna wear a Pirates hat. If I want to wear, you just match it. And so many people come up and stop me and like, hey, you like the Pirates? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm wearing a Pirates hat. No, I'm not from Pittsburgh. No, I don't like the Pirates. I'm just wearing the hat. And people are like kind of let down, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And like, so now I go out of my way I'm going to try to find a Florida team, whether it's the Marlins, because this is where I'm from. This is what I represent. I'm going to root for all the teams because it represents me. So I kind of agree with that like, why would my favorite team be the Minnesota Timberwolves? I can like Anthony Edwards, but I'm not going to be repping the Timberwolves as my team. And I've never been to Minnesota before. Never plan on going to Minnesota. And I don't care nothing about Timberwolves. I just like Anthony Edwards. So why would I be a Timberwolves fan?
Here's the difference, though. The difference is
that's kind of weak.
Nah, the difference is fashion. So fashion, it used to be a thing where like we used to wear basketball jerseys as just like everyday fashion. Now I think jerseys have come back a little bit now to where you can get away with like wearing a jersey in certain settings. You know what I'm saying? Like going to the mall, certain things. But like when I was an adolescent in my college years, jerseys were everywhere. Everybody's wearing jerseys. Wherever you went, somebody had a jersey on, right? So I could put on a jersey that said Anthony Edwards. There are no hats that say Anthony Edwards, right? So if I rock with Ant, I got to throw on a Minnesota Timberwolves fitted or a snapback. I got to throw on a hat. It ain't gonna say Ant.
See, but Ant go to the interview wearing everything Atlanta. Because I'm really Atlanta. I play for the Timberwolves and shout out Minnesota.
That's a good point.
Ant walk in every interview with an Atlanta Braves fitted on.
Yeah, but he don't. But okay, do y'all think that he roots for the Atlanta Hawks?
I think we heard it whenever he whispered to Jalen Johnson in the playoff in the All-Star game, and they tried to make a big deal out of it. I think Ant does root for the Hawks. Ant said, "Hey, I can't wait to get home," and they tried to act like that was Ant saying when he can't wait to get to play for the. I think it's just a pride. Like, yeah, I play for Timberwolves. I'm gonna be competitive, and this is who I represent. But deep down, the same way Gilbert Arenas and them guys root for LA, and they ain't even never play for the Lakers. And now,
but that's like when they were kids, they were fans of the Lakers. So they're like,
I'm
now
from LA, so I'm a Laker fan.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. Like, I do think that overseas is definitely different of the way that they interact. I got some friends that played over there, and they talk about the environments and how the fans are like, super knowledgeable about everything that's going on. They're like super invested.
Yeah. We talked about how the Knicks travel and would take over your arena. Bro, my homie, he was in Greece to support his brother. They was playing an away game, and we've seen the clips of Greece. Go look at the clips of like when Olympiacos would play Panathinaikos. That's with all the flares, and when KD done went to the game and they was set fire in the stands, and it goes crazy. It's like, bro, he stood up to cheer for his brother in the away stadium. They had to escort him out because the crowd will overrun the security to get you. Like, you can't even root for your team in the away stadium because it's really like that. The Knicks can go, and we just saw the Knicks when it took over the Atlanta arena. They did. That's not even a thing in Europe. You're not even coming here wearing your gear for the other team when we finna play. I don't even like that's. But look, but that's because that's why I'm saying I think it becomes too much, because that becomes like a danger. Like, you can be in physical danger. Right, but that's real pride. You wouldn't go to come on over a game, bruh. What? So I'm gonna get physically harmed over a game. Boxing, what's your story where you was rooting? I think boxing is different though. But that's how they take it though. That's the same thing. No, but boxing though, they took it on some like, some hold on, let me go back to hold on. We go for chanting and jumping the full game because we go to support. But NBA, they go to just watch and take, because like, so to his point, I think what he's basically saying, and this happens in the Super Bowl as well, Ross, you know this. For Super Bowl is for football, American football. What happens is the prices are so high that the quote unquote real fans actually can't afford to go. Right. And so what you get, I've been to a lot of games, it is you put your nice clothes on, you take your videos, the girls want to look pretty. It's not the real fans of the team. Even you can tell and the better teams, the ticket becomes so high that like it's rare to see Oklahoma where they're standing up cheering all game. That's like a rarity. Even in Orlando, my complaint about the Magic is it's almost like I'm in Orlando, I'm gonna go to a Magic game. It's not really like I'm here to support. And at the Magic, my criticism would be whatever superstar comes and plays against the Magic, is too many fans of that superstar. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't we shouldn't be rooting for Steph Curry when he come play Magic. We should be booing him like real fans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't have that no more. It's, let me get a video, let me get the opportunity to see these guys. It's like a night out. You know what I'm saying? No, I agree. No, I'm with you on that. But like, again, that's just the fundamental difference, because they price tickets overseas so that the fans, like the real fans, can show up. Over here, we basically price out the actual like everyday fan.
and we make it to where you damn near gotta like, say not damn near, you have to save up money. Like the regular person, if you somebody in America who makes, I don't know, if you a family, if let's say both parents work, y'all bring in, let's say both parents are making 75,000, right? That's 150,000 a year y'all bring into the household, and y'all got 2 kids. Let's not taking no more than that. So it's a family of 4. You probably got to save up to go to a playoff game. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that you can just do on the fly. That I'm going to a playoff game. You probably got to like really plan it out and like put money to the side because it's so expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so, unless you want to sit way up there at the top. We talked about it. Me and you, Ross, we were talking about the Chris Brown and Usher tickets. Just to get into the arena for Chris Brown and Usher is going to be $400 per person. Just to even sit down. And that's the top of the stadium. So that's what we've done with capitalism. And in New York, those tickets for the Garden are really high. So those aren't like the quote unquote super like raucous, like over the top New York fans, right? Like those people are gonna be outside because they can't afford those tickets for the Garden.
Yeah. So overseas they create, because remember I went to the Duke game.
Yes.
That was the thing.
Duke, Florida.
They create more of a college environment.
Agreed.
Where like you have a student section and they get in for $5 or free. And they come in and they're going crazy the whole time. Overseas, you have more of that. The Clippers tried to create something like that where they have like a discounted area. It's it was by the other basket and there was no.
The Cowboys do that as well. The Cowboys have a section where it's like standing only.
And there's no seat number. Pretty much,
seat number. You just go up there and just stand up.
Yeah. So like they do want to create environment. Like I like the hostility. I want more hostile crowds. That's why I keep talking about New York. I think Philly does a good job. I don't know about the Sixers, but I hear going to an Eagles game, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I think that is something that's missing. I think Europe does a good job. Maybe Europe's a little extreme. I don't need flares going off while I'm playing a basketball game.
And look, me and you, we got a mutual homie that plays in, I think he plays in Germany right now, right?
Germany, yeah.
He plays in Germany right now. Shout out to X. So he's told us stories about how it is over there. You know what I'm saying? Like they're really committed to their local team, which I respect, man. I really like that. I'm just saying, like, it's just, I don't know if either fan base will ever fully understand, right? Because again, in America, we become fans of individuals for a lot of us. A lot of us look at individuals, and that's who we root for our local teams when they're good. But you may be a Steph Curry fan, you may be a LeBron fan, you may be a Luka fan, an SGA fan. You know what I'm saying? Like you become like overseas. It's just you're gonna be a fan of this team from the day that you become a fan to the day that you die. There's never gonna be any deviation, right? So you don't care that Messi exists, right? You're not a fan of him because you're a fan of this team. You don't care that Ronaldo's out there because you're a fan of this. So like that's a fundamental difference, because in America, we would embrace the greatness of a Ronaldo or a Messi, and you would see a lot of people like rocking those jerseys and becoming fans. Over there, what you're saying is if you're from the other side, you're never going to rock a Messi jersey. If you're from the other side, you're never going to rock a Ronaldo jersey if you're from the other side.
I'm not rooting for that team. So my guy in here from France, if you could just tell us what's your club and where you from in France, or like if you can tell us what's your club and why that's your club. I'm guessing it represents where you from. But yeah, as a fan, I want to go watch all my team game. I don't want to overthink it just for the ticket. This is how passion of our team built. And I get what he's saying. Yeah. Like let us know what's your team, where your club, and why that's your team. I think a point that people don't talk about, they have clubs. So that club, and
they have multiple leagues a lot of times as well.
Boom, but that club represents the club, and the club has different sports, but it's still the same club.
Right.
Like if the Cowboys was the Dallas football team, the Dallas basketball team, okay, PSG. So PSG. So when Mbappe left PSG, even though you were a fan of Mbappe in soccer, you still root for Dembele with PSG. You know what I'm
Talk
saying?
your shit, Ross. Ross on his ish right
Yeah,
now.
I know. Hey, I love soccer, but like, yeah, PSG. So yeah. I think if, like, let's say the Cowboys, that's the biggest brand name. If the Cowboys, if that was the Dallas basketball team, the Dallas football team, the Dallas baseball team, and they put all the energy into Dallas as they did the Cowboys, I think it would be more like that. But you might be.
See, he's talking about ticket prices. See, in America, again, we live in a capitalist system. So capitalism says it's not about just like doing that. Capitalism says if I can get, right, like if you willing to pay 35, but somebody else is willing to pay 3,500, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we're gonna put it at 3,500. It ain't about just, you know what I'm saying? That's just the system. That's capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, it's just that's how we give it up out here. Pause.
Yeah, that's fire. Okay, shout out my man. You gotta subscribe, man. I like his perspective.
Yeah. Shout out to friends, man. Tell everybody out there, shit. Tell a friend, we gotta get ready to get up out of here, man.
Yeah, I know.
Dang, we didn't win super overtime. All right. Hey, shout out to my man from France for tapping in with us. We appreciate the conversation, man. I really like that.
Yeah.
Because we got a lot of friends that play overseas, play basketball specifically. And Ross, he's a big soccer guy, American or football, right, guys? So yeah, y'all can definitely get on here and we can talk about that. Tap in with us, man. We hit the thumbs up button. We up out of here, Ross. Peace, man.
Peace.